Hello and welcome into the Elmira Enforcers versus the Port Huron Prowlers. The game will be starting in a little bit. We will get started in 10 minutes.
Good. Fans, tweet us a picture of where you're watching the game for a chance to win a $25 gift card to Duncan at Elmira Enforcers using the hashtag DuncanSeats.
Hello and welcome into the Elmira Enforcers versus the Port Huron Prowlers here at First Arena. We will be live in 5 minutes.
You're listening to the Elmira Enforcers on Mixler. We join John Clement in the arena.
Hello and welcome in. My name's John Clement, and I am proud to be bringing you 2021 hockey action as your Elmira Enforcers get set to take on the Port Huron Prowlers in the first game that counts. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been almost a full calendar year, just 3 weeks shy of making that full calendar year turn. But the Enforcers are back on First Arena ice. The Port Huron Prowlers got in safely and will also be taking the ice here tonight. It should be an excellent matchup here at the First Arena. Now, of course, we don't have any fans. We don't have the usual screaming hordes here at First Arena, which strike fear into many of the opponents here in the FPHL. However, we do have all of you watching at home, and in a very, very short time, I'm talking very short, less than 15 minutes, we will be going live for the first time ever on WETM2. We cannot thank them enough for bringing you all this experience. It's going to be fantastic. Our broadcast, of course, brought to you by Labatt Blue Light. Life is better with Labatt. Of course, this will also be the first time a bunch of guys are taking the ice. Head coach Ahmed Mahfouz going to suit up. He is out there still skating. You're getting a good look at him right now on the YouTube feed as he takes his last couple turns out here and gets himself ready and in game shape for the first game. We'll be going down to Coach's Corner here in just a moment. Before we do, we'll get to the scratches tonight for the Elmira Enforcers, presented, as always, by our good friends over at Arnott Health, the official healthcare provider of your Elmira Enforcers. Arnott Health, come to expect the best. Out tonight, Trevor Babin, Alexi Girard, Mark Essery, Kyle Gonzalez, Marco Novosel, and Taylor Cutting, all out of the lineup here tonight. On the other side for the Port Huron Prowlers, we're still waiting on that lineup, folks, so we will get that to you as soon as we possibly can. Ahmed Mahfouz taking his last couple turns as he and Glenn Patterson will be the last two off of the ice. Glenn Patterson, newly minted with that beautiful C on his jersey. First captain in Elmira Enforcers history that doesn't bear the name Ahmed Mahfouz. Well, before we get into too much else, we're going to head down to Coach's Corner. We got a nice long one today. Coach Mahfouz had a lot to say. I hope you'll be as interested as I was getting the chance to talk to him. And now we're going to head down there and let him have his say. We'll be back here on the Mixler.com pregame show. Hello and welcome into another edition of Coach's Corner down here with Coach Ahmed Mahfouz. First off, Coach, I'd be remiss if I didn't wish a happy birthday from all the fans yesterday.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
No problem. Now, obviously, tonight, the season finally gets underway. It's been almost a calendar year. We're three weeks short of that. And now you guys finally get to play a game tonight. Port Huron going to be the first team in the building. What is it like, to get back on the ice now and playing? And how ready do you feel the team is coming into this first weekend?
I think we're extremely ready here. Everybody's put in a lot of hard work and effort here since the beginning. We were getting ready for that Watertown series. Obviously, situations happen and things happen, and we can't change that. So we moved forward, and we're ready to get going against Port Huron. And everybody's ever since the start of this week, we've had a smile on our face whenever we're in the dressing room, on the ice, in the stretches. We all know that it's game time rolling around, and we get to start it at First Arena, even though there's not going to be any fans. We're definitely going to miss the noise in that building, but we'll create our own excitement, and we'll make some noise for everybody that's tuning in to the broadcast.
Well, my fans appreciate that, obviously. The protocols, you just mentioned, no fans, anything like that. You guys all went through protocol testing not 48 hours ago. Everything's kind of different now. Do you feel that has any impact, or is it just this is the normal, we're getting used to it?
Exactly. We're trying to do whatever we can to make sure that this season happens, and we get through it all the way through to the end of to complete it. And yeah, like you said, I think I'm very proud of every one of my guys in that dressing room. We had those COVID tests, like you said, not too long ago, and everybody passed with flying colors. So that just shows me that they're dedicated to this season. Obviously, we got a little bit of a mix and match group in there from different teams, so I think the chemistry and the camaraderie is just getting better and better day in and day out, and that's just proof by us being able to bear down and do the right things to stay safe and make sure that we keep that virus out of this dressing room and out of this arena and away from everybody and keeping everybody safe.
For sure. And now you talked about the mix and match, and Joe Pace made comment the Elmira Enforcers, Prowlers, and hat tricks. But you did add 5 big pieces to this lineup now. A couple of guys who led their team in scoring, a goaltender who, obviously rivals Passingham in the size department. When you look at those acquisitions, obviously you were looking at making the team better, but how much better do you think that makes this team than the team that took the ice a couple weeks ago against Watertown?
It's a 180, it's where we were looking in one direction, in my opinion, and all of a sudden we made a couple of additions, and we're looking really good. I'm really confident in the group that we got in that dressing room. Robbie's done a great job helping me out and making sure that we do have a roster that is going to be able to compete and get some wins here this season. So, and I think I really got 5 really great kids from Danbury. They've come in and everybody's welcomed them with open arms, and they've embraced that, and they've done everything that they've had to show that they're going to work extremely hard for this organization and for that jersey. So everybody's excited to have those guys in the locker room, and in my opinion, I think we picked up the best center in the league from last year in Carter Shinkurik, so I'm really excited to see what he's got. He's a very smart kid, knowledgeable kid. He knows a lot about the game, so he's definitely going to be a big help in that dressing room. And everybody, like you said, Dylan Kelly's a big boy, so now I got 1-1 in net, and I also got Trevor Babin, who's a young kid that's going to push those 2 guys, and I'm very excited with what we got going on in that dressing room. Every day I come in here, it's just getting better and better and better, and the smile on my face is getting bigger every day. So I'm very fortunate to be in this situation, and I'm looking forward to it.
Well, I got to ask, because Carter obviously played his college hockey here at Elmira College, so is it a little easier not having to show the new guys around? They all can kind of, hey, this kid went here,
Yeah, I think Carter gave the guys a little bit of heads up, you know what I mean? He, like you said, he spent some years here, so I'm not sure what he's telling them, but I've enjoyed my time here in Elmira, so I'm sure they will too, and like I said, those guys just want to play hockey just like a lot of other people around the world. So they're coming in here and their focus is on hockey and winning hockey games, and that's all I can ask for as a coach. So I'm very excited and thrilled to have, like I said, the group of guys that I do in that dressing room.
Well, before I let you go, I got to ask one more question. Obviously, a lot of games in a short period of time, as the season's going to wrap up about a week before April does. You're looking at 4 and 6 over the next couple of days, Port Huron, Columbus, and you've seen the rosters on each of those 2 teams. They're built for success. You guys have built for success. What do you guys have to do to come out early and find that progression against teams that are clearly maybe a little less practiced, not planning to start the season a couple weeks ago? How important is it to get those early points?
Oh, it's huge. In this type of season, it's a shortened season, so every game's a 6-point game. There's not 2 divisions. There's 4 teams here, so every game is huge. Obviously, I want to win every game that we step on the ice. And I think we got the guys to do that. I'm trying to put the systems into play here where I think we're going to be the most successful. And it obviously, like we were talking about with Dylan Kelly and Troy Passingham, it starts in our crease, and Trevor Babin starts in our crease. We're very strong there. We're very strong defensively, and that's the type of hockey team that I want, is a defensive hockey team first. And our offense is, I'm not too worried about. I know we have a lot of firepower and a lot of big names in that dressing room. So if we can buckle down defensively, all of our offense will come. And I think we'll be in a really good spot by the time April or first week of May or end of whatever it is. We'll be in a really good spot to try to hoist whatever the cup is, the trophy is, a medal, whatever it is this year. We want to have fun, but we also want to win. So winning makes hockey a lot more fun. So that's what we're looking for.
It certainly does, and banners on the wall never hurt either.
Absolutely looking forward to those too.
All right, so there you heard it from head coach Ahmed Mahfouz. Quite a lot to say, and obviously he is having some opinions and thoughts about the way that COVID went down, and obviously just happy to get back to the ice, and you can't blame him. Everybody wants to get back out there. You heard Coach Ahmed Mahfouz say it. You just have a bunch of guys who want to play hockey. Nobody wants to be stuck on the sidelines. They want to be out on the ice, and the Enforcers getting the chance to do that. And he said it himself. He said it time and time again. It's a privilege to get to play right now, and they plan to take advantage for sure. So we'll have to see exactly how they take advantage and prove that they're out there to play as a privilege. So as we finally get the the roster in here, I'm sorry I was stalling a little bit for the roster for Port Huron. Scratches are going to be Chase Tippin, David Nippard, Zachary Zolkanich. The rest of that lineup looks to be in place and ready to go. They'll be wearing red here tonight as the Elmira Enforcers wear their whites, which are traditionally a road uniform. It'll be a little bit interesting to say the least, as the Enforcers used to wear in the black at home. Usually we'll mix in the all green, which is a fan favorite here at First Arena. But again, no real surprise in the crease. Troy Passingham gonna get the go for the Enforcers. Blake Scott, there's a name from the past. Enforcers fans will remember Blake. He played here a couple of years ago. So those two taking on each other, former backup to Troy Passingham, and Troy Passingham gonna meet here tonight. And that's tonight's goaltender matchup, brought to you courtesy of the Elmira Enforcers Pro Shop, located inside the rec rink. Get your sticks, tape, skate sharp, and all the newest and top-of-the-line equipment for your skater or goaltender right here at the First Arena. Also want to take this moment to talk to you guys about something that is brand new this year. Should be a lot of fun. Normally, you see a lot of sports teams tweeting their seat. Tweet your seat, you'll win a prize. It's pretty fun time. I know we haven't had that here before, but we are doing it this year, and we got a little spin on it because of the wonderful COVID protocols that are going on. So obviously we can't have fans here at First Arena. What we are doing is directing all of you great fans over to the Twitter page at Elmira Enforcers. You'll tweet Duncan Seats with a photo of your watch party watching the game here tonight between now and the end of the second period. At that time, we will gather all of the entries that we can. They will be shown up on the Jumbotron here at First Arena, which means they'll come across the screen here tonight live during our broadcast. And at that point, someone will be selected a winner. They will win a $25 gift certificate to Duncan. And I'll tell you what, I could use that every morning when you get the chance to get here. First Arena, get a little bit warmed up, get yourself a nice hot cup of coffee, great hot chocolate, or a donut. But that's not all. Duncan has gone even further than that. This year, every regular season goal, that means starting tonight, each goal scored is going to be a pound of Dunkin' coffee for the food bank of the Southern Tier. So every goal the Enforcers score will be traded in, essentially, for a pound of coffee at Dunkin' Donuts going to the food bank. We are about to go live on WETM, so I'm going to go silent here in just a second. You're going to get a pretty great opening sequence, as the Enforcers always are able to do. And I am looking forward to this just as much as every single one of you as we get all set and ready to go. Wait to see it here. As the countdown has commenced, we are less than a minute from going live for the first time on WETM2. As everybody getting the ice taken care of, Port Huron will take to the ice first here tonight in their visiting reds with the candy stripe shoulder. Again, the Enforcers will wear their white with neon green. As the DJ continues to roll it here, the countdown is on. Less than 30 seconds So I will go silent. You guys will get another voice in your head, and it'll be a heck of a time. Hang with us all night long here as WETM 2 proudly brings you Elmira Enforcers Hockey, sponsored by Labatt Blue Light. Life is better with Labatt.
It has been extremely tough, 11 months going on a year since we are allowed to have a hockey game and fans in First Arena. We are excited to have our home opener coming up soon. I want to thank all the volunteers, our great staff that had this arena ready, and we want to thank you, the fans. We want to have the fans back in our building as soon as we can and when it's safe to do so. We are working closely with Chemung County Health Department, following all the rules, all the guidelines, and we want to see you back here at First Arena. Now sit back and enjoy and watch the game on WETM2, courtesy of Labatt Blue Light, and watch your very own John Clement.
Hello and welcome in. Hello and welcome in here to WETM2, the first time ever the Elmira Enforcers have graced this amazing channel. We want to thank you so much for taking part in our first experience, and we want to thank the great people at Labatt Blue Light for sponsoring this broadcast. We can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Before we kick off the game, it has been 11 long months since the Enforcers got to play here at First Arena, and they counted for something. Tonight will be the first game, but not the last. So let's kick it off Enforcer style. 2021, let's drop the puck. Gonna go into this odd situation with a 10-game winning streak.
Breaking news tonight, the coronavirus outbreak declared a global pandemic.
That the coronavirus presents a public health emergency in the United States.
This is truly an unprecedented situation.
There will be no March Madness in 2020.
Is that the NBA is suspending the season.
Stay at home, stay safe.
Quite simple, stay at home.
Last, with the NHL just announcing that they are pausing the season due to the coronavirus.
Sports leagues start suspending seasons.
Public health emergency.
Coronavirus hits all 50 states.
The Federal Prospects Hockey League canceled their season, ending the season for the Elmira Enforcers.
Hockey is back.
You know I'm back, like I never left. Another sprint, another step, another day, another breath. Been chasing dreams, but I never slept. I got a new attitude and a lease on life is a peace of mind. Seeking to find I can sleep when I die. Want a piece of the pie, got the keys to the ride and shit. I'm straight. I'm on my way. Get up my way. I'm running, searching for euphoria. Or did I do it all for fame? Legend is.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to introduce your 2021 Elmira Enforcers! Number 7, Gino Mini. Number 9, Johnny Ruiz. Number 10, Kyler Matthews. Number 12, Stepa Timofeyev. Number 13, Brett Gravel. Number 14, Carter Shinkarek. Number 22, Tyler Jurek. Number 24, J.T. Walters. Number 28, Everett Thompson. Number 44, Carson Vance. Number 55, Bryce Martin. Number 77, Brandon Tucker. Number 81, Blake Peavy. Number 94, Brendan Hussey. Your captain, number 91, Big Glenn Patterson. Goalie, number 45, Dylan Kelly. Starting in goal tonight, number 31, Troy Passingham. And for the first time in Elmira as your head coach and player, number 19, Ahmed Mahfouz. We now turn your attention to the ice, where tonight Lewis White will present tonight's national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, and welcome in here to 2021. We've got hockey for you here tonight at First Arena. As the teams take to the ice, the flag bearer taking his way off, and the Elmira Enforcers getting set for the drop of the puck for the first time here in 2021. So we'll get the board going and up as the police car heads for the exit. And as always, a spectacular way to start off the year. Robbie Nichols never disappoints. As now, the captain looks like he will be starting this one as he's out there. We'll see, again, brand new matchups here as the defense partners, the offensive line, everything has to be reassembled. The Enforcers coming in still technically on that 10-game winning streak. They have had a heck of a run back at the tail end of last year, but now they got to find a way to start it off again here in 2021. So we take a long look down. Bryce Martin Out there with the captain, Glenn Patterson. Up front, Carter Shinkarek. Stepan Timofeyev, Ahmed Mahfouz. You see that bench over there across from me, the Enforcers bench, looking a little bit fuller than Port Huron's, but Joe Pace, when he was on a podcast a little earlier this week, did not seem bothered by it. He welcomed the challenge and said that they were going to beat the teams in the FPHL with the players that they had, and they were ready to do it. As the Zamboni door tunnel shuts down, the Enforcers getting up, ready to bang the sticks off the boards, as is tradition. And here we go. Shinkaruk facing off against Federley. Puck is down. Shinkaruk pushes back to Timofeyev, who flips it over looking for Mahfouz. Puck is flipped down and chopped down by Bryce Martin, who sends it over to the captain. Glenn Patterson passed that one up off of Timofeyev's stick, and it'll go all the way into the Port Huron zone. Played back behind by Timofeyev, throwing it towards the front, but nobody there. That puck will be deflected. Bryce Martin slamming it down below the goal line. Timofeyev moves out towards the front, dekes around a little bit, turns, fires, and it's a save by Blake Scott here early. Puck chopped away. Dalton J sends it up to Federley. Federley over the red line, breaking in over the blue line, throws it wide of the net. Passingham raised his blocker, but didn't get anything on it. Back behind the net again. Port Huron going to work. Michael Moran threw it towards the front, but nobody there as Patterson turns it off the boards, gets it out. Shinkaruk has it now, tries to sidestep, gets by Joe Pace, and tried to throw a pass over, but couldn't find Jurich. Back the other way, here comes Devaney throwing it ahead. That one's broken up, and the Enforcers will get it out of the zone. It's moved ahead, but the Enforcers were caught mid-line change. Several new players in the green and white this year, normally used to neon green and black. This one sent ahead. Jurich has that one deflect off him, and it'll be taken back by Port Huron. Pace threw it ahead. JT Walters goes back to play. Carson Vance moves it up for Tyler Jurich. Jurich into the zone, throwing it across for Ruiz. Ruiz, drop pass over, shot, goal! Big goal over the shoulder of Blake Scott. So that is the first pound of Dunkin' coffee for the Food Bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Brandon Tucker. You see it on the replay here, right across the net, up and over and in past Blake Scott, and the Enforcers go up 1-0 on their second shot of the game. Puck won back by Elmira again, moved up the boards, banked ahead, and now Port Huron will go back and try to play. Port Huron has not had any offensive zone time here as they throw that one down and in on Troy Passingham. Going back to play, Matthews throws it up the sideboards looking for Gravel. Gravel moves it ahead. Peavy gets it up but deflects it off of the leg of Thompson. Everett Thompson, another new addition to the Elmira Enforcers. Glad to see him in the white and neon green versus the Carolina red he's worn the last 2 seasons. That puck thrown all the way down by Port Huron. This will be an icing. So with 18:08 to go, Enforcers up 1-0, having fired just 2 shots so far. Thought we might see the hot player to watch here. Tonight's hot player to watch, Stepan Timofeyev. Easy choice. He's had a marked impact so far as he came into 1 game and was able to make an impact against Watertown in that final preseason matchup. Also of note tonight, the Hilliard Cup starts. All 11 matchups against Port Huron will be for the Hilliard Cup. So we'll see if the Enforcers can jump out to a lead in that series as well. Puck moved along, scooped up and moved out, this time back the other way by Alex Johnson. Johnson still maintaining possession. He throws it in the Enforcers zone, but it's quickly turned back around by Bryce Martin. Martin up the far side boards. He sends ahead to Stepan Timofeyev. Timofeyev cutting through, drops for Patterson. Patterson, top of the circle, shot, goal! Deflected goal by Bryce Martin. He's gonna net one here. A perfect setup from the captain. Martin had his stick down in front, and that is another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the Food Bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Bryce Martin. .46 left to go in period 1. Enforcers jumping ahead, a 2-0 lead. Thrown back behind, Carson Vance picks up. Vance up the sideboards, chopped ahead by Tucker. Thrown down, Blake Scott will leave it back behind for his defenseman. Dalton J picks it up along the near side boards. Moved out the other way. Here comes Port Huron. Their first rush. In shot and a save by Passingham. That puck flutters around. Tyler Jurich picks up. He pushes it ahead. Passing it off. Ruiz with it. Drop pass for Tucker. It's deflected and out of the zone again. Looking for Dalton J. Picked up by Vance, who drops for Tucker. Tucker back to JT Walters. Walters flips it ahead. That one going deep into the zone. Going down to play, that one is Brian Parsons. He moves it back to the blue line, for Dalton J. Moves it ahead to Austin Federley. Federley throws it into the zone. Gino Mini going to go back to play. Mini up the boards to Tucker. Tucker gets it to the neutral zone where it's picked up by Joe Pace. Pace dumps it in and all the way down. Troy Passingham goes back to play, wraps it around the boards. Fed up, fired towards the net. Glove saved by Passingham on the attempted shot from Joe Devaney. Devaney took that one from an odd angle. A little surprised to see that shot, but that was really the first offensive zone possession for the Port Huron Prowlers at this point. Graham will take the draw. He loses that one to Blake Peavy, who has that one wrapped around the boards. Brendan Hussey moves it ahead. Brendan Hussey and Gravel into the offensive zone. Passed through, but couldn't hit Gravel. Gravel was just a step ahead. Losing possession, wrapped up the boards again. Bouncing along, and a hit there from Kyler Matthews doesn't take Devaney off the puck, as once again, the puck skitters around and into the enforcer's zone. Gino Mini throws it. Devaney picks it off in the corner. Yeah, puck got wrapped up in the referee's legs, and the enforcers will set back up. Barely 4 minutes into this one already, a 2-0 lead for the Elmira Enforcers, jumping on it early. Moved ahead, back up for Kyler Matthews, throws it up for Gino Mini. Mini gets it back into the Prowlers zone, but the Prowlers will go back to play. Finding possession and trying to work their way back up. A little bit of an issue there for Stephen Leonard as that puck's moved back along and the Port Huron Prowlers get it back into the offensive zone. Played along one more time by Alex Johnson. He is hit by two enforcers, finally gets taken off the puck, but Bryce Martin in there digging. Johnson a little bit of letting the enforcers know he wasn't appreciating what was going on. Picked up, Glenn Patterson throws it ahead. Timofeyev has it now. Timofeyev looks, gets around a man. Timofeyev trying to get in. He and Portillo are tied up. Puck kicked through by Timofeyev, but he can't come away with it. Port Huron's going to turn it around. Port Huron up the far side boards, thrown ahead, and again, they just trying to get it deep into the enforcer's zone. Not a heck of a lot doing in the enforcer's zone for Port Huron at this point, as Portillo cuts that one off. Moves it back ahead, thrown towards the front, broken up by Bryce Martin, who poke checks it up to Timofeyev. Timofeyev stops, dumps it back behind. Back there for the captain, Glenn Patterson. Thrown ahead towards the bench. Another attempt here. Port Huron has to wait till their mates get onside. Now it's back behind again as Patterson picks it up. Studies, watches the rest of his mates get a line change. Thrown ahead, bounces off a leg. Tucker gets it, moves it ahead, threw it ahead for Ruiz. That one chops away, thrown back out in front. Tucker has it again, fires, deflected in front again, a shot, can't get it to go. And a big save there on Tyler Jurich. Tyler Jurich just 3 goals away from 200 career FPHL goals. So that's not an easy stop to make ever. Ruiz set to take the draw. He goes up against Federley. Federley wins it back. Port Huron flips that puck out of the zone, looking to stretch out Dalton J. J pulls up. He plays around with Vance a little bit. Right out front, a save by Passingham on the point-blank opportunity for Port Huron. Flip back out to the neutral zone. Played with a high stick, but then off of a Port Huron Prowler, so Tucker has it again. Back to Ruiz. Ruiz cutting through towards the front. Dekes around back behind. Cut off by Carson Vance. Vance fires, deflected back behind the net. Joe Pace will go down and get it. Pace throws it ahead. Port Huron back out the other side. Dalton J has it. Pass back across. Shot. Kick save by Passingham up into the netting as Michael Moran had a beauty of an opportunity. Just couldn't bury it. So, Elmira holding on to this 2-0 lead. But right now, 14:07 to go. The Enforcers showed a lot of gumption early with the offense. We'll see if they can find it again. Graham matching up with Peavy. Peavy wins the draw. Moved back around. Kicked along. Pushed back towards the blue line, but not out. Now it finally gets cleared. Picked up, and Peavy breaks into the zone. Passed across. He was looking for somebody, just couldn't find the connection. As once again, the puck moved along. Trying to fire it, but again, it's held up. Broken back out the other way, waiting, winding, firing, and it just squeaks by the side of the net. Couldn't quite finish. As back the other way, that puck will be thrown down and on to Blake Scott, but again, The Enforcers going after it. Puck moved back down low. Bounces in front. Deflected. Loose. Still in front. Trying to find a lane. Couldn't get the shot off as they go down. That'll be a penalty upcoming. It looks like it's going to go against Port Huron. And tripping will be the call. So you see up there, we were talking about it already. Tweet your seat at Elmira Enforcers. Duncan Seats. Brought to you by Duncan. Joe Pace Jr. going to get the penalty. And that'll be the first time this season the Elmira Enforcers going to go on the power play. Power play brought to you by the law offices of Kevin P. Flynn, reminding you that court is serious business. Federley facing off. Ruiz won that one back. Moved down low by Mafus. Tried to get it to Patterson. That one's broken up. Knocked back down by Ruiz again. Port Huron couldn't quite clear. Right across to Timofeyev. Back to the point. Down to Timofeyev along the sideboards. Timofeyev right into the center. Ruiz with a shot and a glove save by Blake Scott. Ruiz wanted that one, as they're going to have another face-off down here to the right-hand side this time of Blake Scott. Ruiz to take the draw. Puck is down. Ruiz keeps possession of it, though. Drops for Timofeyev. Timofeyev circles down low along the hash marks. Sent down for Ruiz. Ruiz back behind the net. He's got Patterson out in front. Patterson now steps in to create some interference, as that's up top for Timofeyev. Out to Shinkaruk. Back to Timofeyev at the top of the circle. Back to Shinkaruk at the top of the slot. Fired and a save by Scott. Right back for Timofeyev. Timofeyev looks like he'll swap sides and drop the puck for Shinkaruk. Pass down low to Patterson. Patterson towards the slot shot, and Ruiz couldn't get it to go. Scott with a beauty of a save. Mafus to the top to Timofeyev. Timofeyev, top of the slot. Waiting, winding, firing, deflected. Another shot. Goal! Carter Shinkaruk. Power play goal. And that's another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the Food Bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Carter Shinkaruk. Perfect rebound right onto Shinkaruk's stick and past Blake Scott. Fired in there, deflected, and back into the back of the net. That's a beauty. As now Elmira will go back to work. 13 shots in just 7.5 minutes. That puck flipped ahead. Going back to play it is going to be Young. Moved ahead, and Brennan Hussey will pick it at the blue line. He dumps it back in, and Scott will leave his net to play. Scott moves it along. He was looking for Portillo. That puck rolls along the sideboards and out of the zone by Port Huron. Chasing it back, Carson Vance with speed. Vance turning it back around. Looks up, gets it over the blue line. That puck bounces around, goes back behind the net. Passingham will leave it there. JT Walters taking his time. He's being pressured, though, as Tucker picks up. Tucker takes a hard hit and loses the puck. That puck will be dumped back in by Port Huron. Played up the middle for Brendan Hussey. Hussey taking a wide turn, looks up the ice, finds Tucker. Tucker dumps it down in and will go off for a line change. Port Huron's got plenty of time back there, as once again they try to get it set up. Port Huron over the red line, breaking in the Enforcer zone, fires it, and an easy save for Passingham. That one came out from just about the blue line. No traffic in front. Well, ladies and gentlemen, another chance. If you want to party here at the First Arena, we've got a great deal for you, only $199. Get you a pretty great birthday package. Call us 734-7825, and book your party today. Puck is down low. Graham trying to play it off there. Puck is still kept by Port Huron. Pretty good offensive zone possession, as now Gino Mini will cut off his man, get the puck in his skates. Still flutters around, picked up and sent out of the zone. Peavy on the chase. Pace gets it out of the zone, but again, turned right back around by Port Huron. Into the zone. Trying to move it, just having some trouble with Contrado. That one's thrown in front, but nobody's there. Puck is shot down low by Port Huron again. Picked up by Gino Mini. Graham was looking for a hit. Scooped up and thrown ahead by Gravel. Picked up by Peavy. Peavy and Thompson enter the zone. Peavy, drop pass for Thompson. Thompson fires and can't get it to go. Still looking. Trying to play it out. He's tied up down low. Peavy can't get loose. Thompson gets taken down back behind the net. This puck will be thrown out. Going back for it, the captain, Glenn Patterson. He has to wait for Thompson to be able to get up. He was landed on top of by a member of the Prowlers. Played out by Timofeyev. Timofeyev looking. He's got Mafus. Timofeyev circling. Back to Shinkurik. Pass back to Bryce Martin. Martin takes a long look. Martin heads up the ice, dumps the puck into the zone. Bryce Martin chasing it down. He's got a goal tonight. Back to Ahmed Mahfouz, fires over the top of the net. Puck along the far side boards. Timofeyev throws it around. Pinching in now, Glenn Patterson. Patterson back behind the net. Mahfouz couldn't handle it. Back to Timofeyev. Back to the point. Back down low again. Timofeyev still with it. Top of the circle. Throws down low for Mahfouz. Mahfouz shoved off. And again, Port Huron will pick up the puck and make it out of the zone. Throwing it ahead, Dalton Jay was rushing towards it. He's going to cancel the icing call. And Patterson trying to cancel Dalton Jay out down there in the corner. Picked up one more time as Shinkurik passes up to Timofeyev. Timofeyev waiting. Mahfouz going for a line change. Timofeyev will go back instead. As Timofeyev will now head off for the same line change. Shinkurik tips it so it's not an icing call. And that puck goes all the way down. Scott leaves it for his defenseman. Portillo picks up. Thrown back across. Scooped up. Enforcers wide fire. Goal! Johnny Ruiz! And that'll be another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the food bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Johnny Ruiz. A beauty of a shot over the shoulder. And you'll like to see that. 4 pounds of coffee already for the food bank. As that puck moves back, Carson Vance has it. We're just over the halfway point of the period. As the Enforcers trying to move it up. JT Walters flips it in. That one hits off Joe Pace. He throws it up the boards, knocked down by JT Walters. Thrown ahead. Tucker has it. Tucker waiting. Couldn't quite get possession. As now hits along the sideboards. Thrown ahead. Scooped up by Ruiz, who's already got one here just a few seconds ago. Tyler Jurich gets through. Fires across again, and Tucker couldn't get loose. Taking a long look. Poke checked around and up to Portillo. Portillo slides it up the boards. Carson Vance able to keep it. Vance working it along the blue line. JT Walters looking for a line change. Vance throws it across. He finds Tucker. Tucker waiting. Passed across again for Vance. Vance couldn't control it. Now looking to the backside. Vance still with it. Vance dumps it in and around for Tyler Jurich. Jurich can't get loose. He's tied up there by Joe Pace. Puck moved down and along. Thrown back for Gino Mini up at the point. Mini throws it back for Tucker. Tucker winds, throws it down into the corner. And Matthews tips it down low. Joe Pace off the boards, but not out. Matthews throws it towards the front of the net. Can't find Jurich, and Jurich needs a line change. He's going to head off as the Prowlers try to set it up. Jurich does get off the ice. Thompson couldn't play it, or it would have been too many men. Played back up by Gravel. Gravel throws it ahead, and Thompson goes after it. Thompson wrapping it around the boards. Played back by Scott, left for Parsons. Played out again of the Port Huron Prowlers zone. We're down below 8 minutes to go. 4-0, the Enforcers have the lead here tonight. Chasing after it. Puck moved along. Played up by Thompson. Thompson got it out of the zone and now gets the puck again. In onside. Here comes Everett Thompson. Thompson with the drop pass. Going after it, Gravel. Gravel just trying to get loose. Goes back to the point to Gino Mini. Fires, and that goes off a leg pad. Squeezing in down low again was Kyler Matthews. That one gets by him. Unable to keep. No, they say he couldn't keep it. Thompson tried to put it down right where it was. That will take us to the media timeout. You're listening to the Elmira Enforcers here on Mixlr.com.
Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook, at the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
Elmira Enforcers Hockey, now back to John Clement.
All right, hello and welcome back in. The Enforcers with a commanding 4-0 lead so far. 7:22 to go here in period number 1. And it is point night at the First Arena. Again, we want to thank our great friends at WETM for bringing all the action to you on WETM 2. And of course, our broadcast tonight proudly sponsored by Labatt Blue Light. Life is better with Labatt. Puck won back by Port Huron. moved back out to center ice. And again, Glenn Patterson moves it ahead. Chipped in. Here comes the Enforcers firing. Blake Scott makes the save. Thrown back out towards the point. Martin keeps it. Deflected down low by Timofeyev. Wrap back around. Shinkaruk has possession and again turning back behind, looking for someone out in the slot. Timofeyev gets loose and throws it towards the net. Couldn't get it to go. Puck is still down low again. Picked off by Timofeyev. Timofeyev looking. He's got Patterson up at the point. Sends it to him. Patterson winds, fires, and it's a save by Blake Scott. I don't know if he saw it, but he made the save, and that's all that counts, folks. So quick line changes here by the Enforcers. They are trying to keep it going here as they head out. Look at the upcoming home schedule. Tomorrow night, Port Huron here at 7:05. Tuesday and Wednesday, Columbus River Dragons come to town. That faceoff one, Vance wraps it around the boards. Back forward is Tyler Jurich. He couldn't play it. Wrap back to Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz wraps it around the boards. Joe Pace Jr. cuts it off. Right back towards Ruiz. He knocks it down but can't keep control as Port Huron going to wrap around and take possession. Thrown back up the ice. Dalton Young throws it ahead. Breaking back in the other way, Municello. He has the puck knocked away from him as Vance wraps the puck around and up to JT Walters. Walters slaps it out. Here comes Tucker with a little bit of speed, trying to get around Dalton Young and can't. Tucker does take possession. Looks back towards the point but decides to go deeper, and it's picked off and moved out the other way, this time by Port Huron. Stephen Leonard has possession over the blue line. Winds, fires, and a save by Troy Passingham. Passingham coming up big here in the first period. Hasn't faced a lot of rubber, but that can be one of the more difficult challenges for a goaltender. If you're not seeing a lot of shots, that makes it a little bit more difficult as you're not warm, you're not ready. Passingham has been doing very well, though. Puck is down. Move back along as Gino Mini picks it up. Throws it up the sideboards. Trying to play it there was Gravel. He does get it out as Everett Thompson on the chase. Puck moved back along again as this puck will be flipped ahead. Elmira has to go back all the way into their own zone and chase it down. Rolled around the boards and moved up to Thompson. Thompson flips it out of the zone. Knocked down by Port Huron right on the stick of Gravel. Gravel turns, waits, fires over the top of the net. He couldn't get it to go. Everett Thompson picks it up. Thompson, top of the slot. Drop pass, winding, firing. Matthews sends it just wide. Takes a weird bounce off the boards. We always talk about the Enforcers' boards being somewhat unusual. As Contrado sends it ahead. That one kept in the zone, not intentionally. As Gravel fires, goal! A beauty by Brett Gravel. That is another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the food bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Brett Gravel. And here is the shot. Just beats Blake Scott. And you look down and you wonder if Nick Nieder might be considering coming in here soon. That's a 5-0 advantage for the Elmira Enforcers here in just 15 minutes of play. Puck is down, scooped up by Timofeyev. Timofeyev having some trouble as that one knocked away from him. Mafus able to shove it ahead, but Port Huron turns it around the other way. Thrown back, picked off, and screamed right back at Timofeyev. Back to Mafus. Mafus passes across. Martin fires, goal! Bryce Martin! With 5:01 to go in period number 1, the Enforcers take a 6-0 lead. Watch this one again. Blake Scott, not a chance on that one. As now again, another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the food bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Bryce Martin. Quite the night so far for the Enforcers. You couldn't script a better first period. Vance passes along, finds JT Walters, back to Vance. Played up, moved along here as it's picked off by Jurich. Jurich taking his time, throws that one up and out of play, and a lucky fan going home with that one from Horseheads. I gotta have some fun, folks. We gotta, I know there's nobody in the building, but hey, the excitement and energy here tonight, it feels like there are people in this building. So, puck is pushed ahead. Johnny Ruiz moves it ahead again. into the slot, but it's picked away and turned out. This time, here comes Port Huron up the other way. Drop pass right onto the stick of Johnny Ruiz. Ruiz tosses it ahead. Moved ahead by Tucker, over to Carson Vance. Vance getting a little offensive here, sends back to Tucker. Wrapped around right off Vance's back leg. Thrown towards the slot. Hussey couldn't make it. Back to Vance, back to Hussey, and he couldn't get it to go. Dalton J throws it ahead. Broken up by JT Walters. Prowlers will set it up. Once again, thrown down deep. Chasing it down, a lot of energy out of Alex Johnson. Enforcers trying to push it ahead, and they just can't move back here as Walters wraps it around the boards. Fired ahead, Hussey pokes it out of the zone, but can't get it to go any further. With the pressure was Tucker, right back onto Hussey's stick. Moved across, looking for Everett Thompson. Thompson in onside. Thompson turns, can't get it to go. Walters will go back to play. Walters sends a pass back. Gino Mini off the boards. Finds Gravel. Gravel ahead to Hussey. Hussey back to Gravel. Gravel top of the circle. Fire save by Scott. Back to Gravel. Gravel sends it down low for Hussey again. Hussey tries to throw it around looking for Gravel. Gravel back towards Hussey on the sideboards. And a big hit there. And that was not pretty. Going back to play, Hussey moves it along the boards. He took a rough one there. Gino Mini passes across. Finds Gravel. Gravel top of the circle and can't get it to go. Back to Gravel almost again. As that puck goes into the corner. Shoved ahead. And again, Port Huron moves it out of the zone. Portillo with it. Portillo, top of the circle, fires off of the leg of Gino Mini. 3:05 left to go here in the first period. Back to Joe Pace. Wines fires. Wide save and a big save by Kyler Matthews. Puck is moved ahead. Shinkara couldn't handle it. Back the other way. Port Huron 3-on-2 if they hurry. Fired towards the net. Can't get a shot off. Move back again. Puck still spinning down there in the corner. As this puck will bounce around. Back towards Ahmed Mahfouz. He can't get control. Now he does. Along the far side boards. 2.5 minutes to go. Mahfouz working his way up. Gets over the blue line. Sidesteps one check. Moves it ahead looking for Timofeyev, but that one bounced back and Graham couldn't handle the pass. Gino Mini will throw it over to Glenn Patterson. The captain surely enjoying his first game as captain so far. Thrown ahead. Mahfouz was looking for the stretch pass. That one bounces on Scott. He couldn't come up with it. Mahfouz has Timofeyev breaking towards the crease, but he couldn't get it to him. Too many guys there. As back out the other way. 3-on-2 comes Port Huron. Drop pass. Contrato looking towards the front. Broken up. Thrown around and into the front. There's no goal on the play. They took the net off its moorings. There's a penalty coming. Interference is going to be the call. As we look for the call, and it looks like it's going to go against Port Huron. So Port Huron does not like the call. Graham for interference. And there's the hot player to watch, Stepan Timofeyev. So with 2:06 remaining in period number one, Matt Graham not happy, but he's going to serve the remainder of this period unless the Enforcer is able to score. A power play opportunity brought to you by the law offices of Kevin P. Flynn, who reminds you court is serious business. As the Enforcers bring out, I believe this is the second power play unit. I don't see Ahmed Mahfouz out there. As that puck won back for Tyler Jurich, passed across. Carson Vance winds, waits. Sends back for Jurich, top of the circle. Jurich passes back to Vance. Vance waiting, throwing it towards the front. Again, it's loose. Another shot, another opportunity, and they can't get it to go. Perfect opportunity for Thompson. He just couldn't slide it past the outstretched netminder. Back to Jurich. Back to the point to Vance. Vance. Back to Jurich. Jurich waiting, firing, and that's stopped by Blake Scott. 1:33 to go in the man advantage. 1:39 to go in period number one. Quite the period for Elmira. 6-0 lead so far. 25-7 the shots. As now it looks like Thompson going to take the draw. So puck is dropped. Worked back towards the point. Picked off by Dalton J. Dalton J trying to get free, and he will. Winds. Fire save by Passingham. Move back along. Carson Vance taking his time. Feeds it ahead for Tyler Jurich. Jurich sidesteps a check. Sends ahead for Brandon Tucker. Tucker into the zone. Drops back for Jurich. Jurich sidesteps a check. Throws it back to Tucker. Tucker across. He finds Gravel. Gravel back to the point. Trying to move it down low. They were looking for Jurich. Find him at the top of the circle. Passed across. Gravel has it. Throws it towards the slot, but it's broken up and out the other way. Going to come Port Huron. Port Huron killing a penalty, but not afraid to take the offensive opportunity. Shot and a save Passingham comes up big. As again, puck is just worked down again. Leonard, the one with the ability to get up the ice so quickly. Now it's moved back one more time. Another opportunity trying to set up Leonard in front. Puck will come back to Timofeyev. Timofeyev going to take a second. He's got 35 remaining on the power play. Now I believe we're going to see the first line for the remaining 30. Puck is dropped off. Shinkaruk has it. He looks up ice, drops for Timofeyev. Timofeyev up to Mafuz. Mafuz across to Patterson. Patterson ahead for Mafuz. Mafuz looking around, fired across, shot to goal! Carter Shinkaruk. It's 7-0 on the power play, as here's the shot again, right across and into the back of the net. As that's another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the food bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Carter Shinkaruk, his second on the night. 23 seconds remain. It's pushed ahead, dumped in. Blake Peavy on the chase, down to the last 15 seconds in the first period. Thrown around, Brendan Hussey picks it up. Hussey tries to sidestep but gets checked off instead as this puck moved around. Hussey trying to get it out, finally does to Peavy, down to 5 seconds remaining in the period. Peavy down low looking for Hussey. It wraps around the backside, and that will do it for period number 1. So an exciting first period if you're an Elmira Enforcers fan. 7-0 as we go to the break. Absolutely spectacular work. I mean, you look at the score sheet, and it tells the story, and it certainly does. You got to take a long look at it as Tucker scored, followed by Martin less than a minute later. Then a little bit of a break. Shinkaruk scored, then Ruiz, Gravel, Martin, Shinkaruk. So that pattern repeating as, hey, if you're going to start a season, this is not a bad way to do it, and the Enforcers are a talented team. Port Huron obviously getting a little late start with everything they've had going on. The wonder if the season would ever start, finally agreeing. So we're so happy to see them taking part in this. It's been a heck of a matchup, but 7-0 right now for the Elmira Enforcers. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with one of our player interviews, and then we'll have some more fun for you. Stay tuned here on Mixlr.com.
This is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook, at the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
New Extra Charge Hot and Iced Coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new Extra Charge Hot or Iced Coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry. Got it. Oh!
Oh. Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
First period of 2021 is in the books. I'm down here with the new man with the C on his jersey, Glenn Patterson. Patty, first game finally underway. It's been almost a calendar year. What's the feeling in the locker room right now?
Yeah, just everybody's been looking forward to this day. It's obviously been a long time coming for the group that's been here for quite a while in Elmira. I mean, a lot of unfinished business from year 1, year 2. So, like I said, everybody's looking forward to getting out there, kicking off the rust and, starting to play our best hockey as quick as possible, because there's not a lot of games to get prepared for playoffs. So.
Well, that being said, obviously a short season, but also very impactful game in, game out. Coach Mafous said 6-point game every single game you guys are playing. But how much better is it feeling now that the practices mean something that you've been working so hard for, and now you're finally getting to drop the puck?
Yeah, the practices actually mean something now. Personally, I've been here since the middle of October, so it's tough some days to find the motivation to go out and push yourself, but a lot of us have been, so we're as prepared as we can be, and we feel we've been putting in a lot of work. So, like I said, we're just looking forward to getting it all started.
And then I'm going to take you back to March 12th. We're 3 weeks away from that date. Almost the year has gone by since it happened. The arena was empty. You guys still came out. You had a heck of a performance against Watertown on that game. What do you need to take from that experience to coming into a season right now where we don't know when we will have fans here?
Yeah, so it's obviously not the first time that we've played in a situation like this. It's definitely an odd feeling. It's not what the guys in the room want. I know it's not what the fans want. We miss them big time. They've helped us. Pushed us every year that they've been here. So we can't wait till they're able to come watch us play.
Now, I have to ask about the C on the jersey this year. We've talked about it several times previously, but wearing that and being the leader of the locker room, if you will, now that Coach Mafous has taken over the other office, how big is that for you? How important is it for you to be seen that way by your teammates?
I think I've said this to a few people. I don't think a lot changes. I've always tried to, speak up in the room, whether it's good or bad. So I just try to be myself, They've given me the leadership role for what I've done over the last few years. So that being said, I don't want to change who I am. So, it's just a regular day.
Well, last question before I let you go. There's been a lot of talk about new additions coming into the room. Obviously, the guys coming over from Danbury just got here not too long ago. You talked about how you've been here since mid-October. How has that gone as far as developing some relationships with even guys like Everett Thompson came a couple weeks back, getting those relationships with these new guys who haven't been here?
Yeah, when it comes to Thompson, it's pretty funny. Me and him have had a few battles over the years. But in saying that, we knew Thompson, the Danbury players, what they bring to the table. They're great hockey players, and all of them wanted to play, and all of them were wanting to play here. So I think we'd be foolish not to want to bring that kind of talent into our dressing room, and I think they're going to help us every night. So we welcome them just like they've been here for 10 years. So I believe they will push us in the right direction this year.
Well, I'll let you get back to it. Thank you so much to the brand new captain, Glenn Patterson. Thank you.
It's Elmira Enforcers hockey. Now back to John inside of the arena.
All right, well, we are back, and I'm honored to be joined by a very special guest as Robbie Nichols takes the spot right next to me. We should be going up here on the big board, and there we are. As Robbie, thanks so much for taking time. A little different situation as we've got a big wall between us this time. But here we are, a 7-0 lead for the Enforcers. I got to ask you about that first. That's an amazing first period of hockey, and as a longtime player, coach, general manager, everything yourself, you have to be pretty happy with the results right now.
Well, I think it was a great first period. You could see the players have been gelling, and a little bit has to do. We've been here. We've been ready for 2 months. We were ready to start about a month ago, and our guys have been here. And my hat's off to Port Huron, Joe Pace. Some of those guys, a couple of them drove in here and are on the ice for the first time today. And Joe's done an incredible job putting this team together. So what you're seeing from Port Huron tonight won't be the same team you see tomorrow night or later on in the season. So my hat's off to this Port Huron team. We've been ready to go for a little while now, and they're going for the first time today. So it's really unfair advantage, but our team does look good and sharp, but Port Huron will get a lot better when they get more ice time.
Well, speaking of more ice time, Also, the rec rink in use tonight. We're getting some information that things are going well over there. Rock and Skate coming up in just about 10 minutes as we get a little bit of feedback there. But Rock and Skate coming up in about 10 minutes. That's going to continue on every Friday night. And every Sunday we're going to have the 12 to 2 family skate. How much does it mean to you and your wife and the family to have that back here at First Arena?
Well, it's so important just to have people back in the facility. Obviously, we have a 5,000, we can put 5,000 in this arena, and we're allowed 0 for a pro hockey game. So probably that's a whole different segment on on my feelings of the COVID rules. I just want what's fair is fair. We are 5 times bigger than any box store, and we're allowed 0 people in here. If a kids hockey game was going on right now, the government says you could have 100 people. But if it's a pro hockey game, you can have 0 people. So let's not go there about COVID. We want everybody to stay safe. We want all our fans to be safe. Watch it at home. And when the health department allows us to, we will let you know, and we'll have our fans in here. And we really want to thank our fans. They've been great to stand by us. They understand. Our great sponsors make it happen here. And thank you to all our great sponsors.
Well, and those sponsors have stuck with us through a baseball season that was in tatters, a hockey season now that's been very difficult, but you were committed from day one. I know I've been here and talking with you, and it's been so important that we have something here at this arena, have something here in Elmira, more than anything to prove that life goes on.
Yeah, life goes on, and my wife and I made a 3-year commitment to the city that we'd have run the arena and have hockey here, and she reminds me every day that it's the dumbest decision I made in my life to carry on with this 3rd year here. Our family has lost a fortune, but it only can get better, and we love our fans, we love our sponsors, and we love seeing all the people in youth hockey and men's hockey are finally come back to the arena.
Well, we're going to get cut off here shortly, so I want to ask one final question. Obviously, COVID's been tough, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. We're seeing people in the arena at kids' games, at men's games. We're getting towards that point. Is that kind of what the hanging on is right now, is just waiting for these beautiful seats here to be filled by the fans?
We sure hope so. It only can get better. We have 0 here tonight, but it only can get better. And again, thank you to all our great sponsors, Hilliard, First Transit, and Arnott Health, and Dr. Mention, just to name a few that make it happen here. It's been a very tough time, and we can't wait to get back to normal.
For sure, and thank you to WETM 2, who's bringing us to you live here tonight. Don't forget to join us on Twitter. Tweet your seat, Duncan Seats, as the ad plays right above us. But WETM 2, Labatt Blue Light, Robbie, the sponsor of tonight's broadcast, certainly not a bad way to settle in for an Enforcers game. Got to have a Labatt.
It's Seneca Beverage is always there for us, too, so I forgot to mention them, and so many others. There's so many great sponsors that have been there, but it's going to be a great season. It's you got Carolina, you got Columbus, you got Port Huron, and us, 4 good hockey teams, and it's going to be a great season.
Well, a lot of action coming up soon. I'm going to let Robbie get back to what he's got to do. He's got a lot of opportunities to get around and hopefully get some things going. So, Robbie, thank you so much for joining me, and we're going to step aside. We'll be back here on the Mixler.com Intermission Report.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, this is Marian Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights, or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marian M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
You got it.
Oh, oh. Oh. Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
It's Elmira Enforcers Hockey. Now back to John inside of the arena.
All right, well, always good to have Robbie Nichols in here and have a good conversation with him. And I'll tell you, I'm never fail to be mesmerized by how much they do for the community. And before we get back to hockey, I got to give thanks to all the sponsors. It's that time of the broadcast again, so a big thank you to a chiropractic center, Arca Shamong, Arca Stuben, Arna Health, Benedict's Bus Service, Big Fox, Boulay, Buckley's Automotive, Bully Hill, CC Allison Sons, Charlotte Law Firm, Shamong Canal Trust Company, Shamong Supply, Community Foundation, Crow Brands, Crystal Cleaners, Dandy Mini Marts, Davis Ulmer, Dean's Construction, Deluxe Entertainment, Disaster Restoration Recovery, Dr. Dozak, Duncan, Elcor, Elm Chevy, Elmira Heat Treating, Employment Solutions, Fagan Engineers, Farrell Gas, First Transit, Foster's, GLN Tax and Payroll, Hardin Zink, Hilliard, Holiday Inn, IBEW 1309, IBM, Ingersoll Rand, Jubilee Foods, Kennedy Valve, Law Offices of Kevin P. Flynn, McGuire Family of Dealerships, Marion Decker, Minchin DDS Family Dentistry, New Britain Roofing, New York National Guard, Nucor, Open MRI, Papa John's, Pepsi, Ryan's Distributing, Save-A-Lot, Seneca Beverage, Serve Pro, Sheddens, Sherwin-Williams, Siemens Energy, Silverline Construction, Southern Tier Custom Fab, Suburban Propane, SUNY Corning, Swan Morris, Texas Roadhouse, Tom, South Corning Collision, Treeworks, Vasco Brands, Visions FCU, Ward Manufacturing, Wegmans, Weiss Markets, WETM, Wilkins RV, Williams Auto Group, and Ziff Law. Huge thank you to all of our amazing sponsors. We could not do it without you, and we want to thank you, especially in a very difficult year, for continuing to show support. I'd also like to give a huge shout out to my man Colby Smith. He worked with me on these Junior Enforcer broadcasts the last couple weeks. He did the Watertown Wolves broadcast here at First Arena for the preseason games, and he is the one covering you on social media here tonight. So Colby, great job, my man. I appreciate you, and thank you so, so much. Enforcers starting to gather in the tunnel there, and first game back, folks. Enforcers putting a stamp on this game so far, but big thing to remember, and any fans of the Toronto Maple Leafs know exactly what I'm talking about. One period is one period. That's a lot of hockey left. And you got to imagine the longer Port Huron's on the ice, better they're going to be. So it's a 7-0 lead right now for the Elmira Enforcers. The officials taking to the ice. The Enforcers have yet to go on to a penalty kill as of yet, as it looks like Blake Scott going to come back out here. Little surprised. Thought we might see Nick Niedert take over in between the pipes. However, it appears that Blake Scott will go back to work. As you see, Troy Passingham, Robbie Nichols down there near the coach's office having a conversation, all masked up. The players ready to go. As Passingham waits, he'll get the signal and he will take the ice. We'll swap sides. The Enforcers in the white and neon green will skate left to right. Port Huron in the red with the candy stripe arms will skate right to left. Here comes Passingham and the Enforcers. This is a team that's got to be feeling pretty good right now. But, I repeat, they cannot take their foot off the gas. Port Huron, There's a lot of talent on that team. You heard Robbie talk about it himself. Yeah, it's a rough game so far, but still a lot of time left. Blake Scott is down there as he will head over to the correct goal mouth. Passingham scratching up his crease. A linesman standing right there. I don't know if there was an ice issue or Patterson going over to check something out as both referees taking care of an ice issue, I believe. Right here, you'll see it in your screen momentarily as we come back towards center ice. They're just inside that Enforcers offensive zone blue line as they're looking, I believe they sent him over for some water. Glenn Patterson talking with the official. As we get to triple zeros on the board, 7-0 lead for Elmira. Still some discussion. I think they're writing some stats here. Always fun as they try to get things straightened out. Certainly an interesting time if you're an Enforcers fan. Port Huron, as I said, there's a lot of talent in this room so far, and you're sure they're going to step it up, and you know this is their first time on the ice, as Robbie said. So we'll see as the defense raises their sticks. The Enforcers up, wrapping on the boards, but Port Huron wins the opening faceoff. One back behind and dumped towards the neutral zone where it'll be picked off, turned right back around. Played down and into the neutral zone yet again. Port Huron trying to get off on a better foot as Matt Graham drop pass to Contrado. Back to Graham. Graham has that one deflected away as back to get it, Elmira's Carter Shinkaruk. Shinkaruk throws it ahead. Mafuz has that one deflect off him. Throws it ahead and on to Timofeyev's stick. Timofeyev trying to cut. Looks back towards the point. Finds Patterson. Drills it towards the net but can't get it to go. This one will be deflected out and Martin couldn't handle it. Passingham debates coming out of his crease. Decides better of it and just covers up the puck. 19:21 to go here in period number 2. It's a 7-0 Enforcers lead. As now, faceoff will come to the right-hand side of Passingham. Federley and Jay looking to set something up right off the draw. One back, Jay couldn't handle it. Back to Joe Pace. Pace throws it through. Federley chopped at that one. The puck goes off the side of the net, and Passingham will take no chances. 19 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in a 7-0 Enforcer lead. Puck will drop to the right-hand side of Troy Passingham. Johnny Ruiz and Federley meet up again. Ruiz pushes it back. Vance wraps it around behind for JT Walters. Moves it up and ahead. Thrown out by Tucker. Ruiz chasing it down. Ruiz comes up with it, fires it, goes off a leg pad and can't get it through. Dalton Jay going to chase it back for Port Huron. Dalton Jay takes a long look, passes across. He finds Federley. Federley into the zone, throws it over the top of the net, and that one high enough that Troy Passingham couldn't get it. Puck goes back to Joe Pace. It goes outside the zone. Pace harassed by Tyler Jurich. Move back up the boards. Federley tips it. Carson Vance picks it off. Moves it ahead for Tyler Jurich. Jurich can't get around. Johnny Ruiz picks it up. He throws it towards the net. Blake Scott jumps on top of it and not taking any chances on the shot from the middle of the ice. So, Elmira not going to get off to the quick start they did in period number 1. Haven't found much offensive zone time yet. And again, you don't want to sit back. As Mafus barking orders at the bench. One back to Gino Mini. Mini tried to throw it around, but Gravel had that one deflect off him and back to center ice. Puck fired down and into the netting from center ice. As slapping at that one was Thomas Municello. Municello, who started last season here in Elmira. He came out of camp with the Enforcers and played the first weekend before being moved along. I believe he was sent down to Delaware, I believe, where he finished the season. As that puck's won back, Thompson passed back to Matthews. Matthews over to Mini. Mini firing it ahead. That one's broken up and thrown back ahead again. Here comes Portillo. Fire, saved by Passingham. Worked around, and Mini will move it ahead to Thompson. Thompson over the red line. Takes it. Can't get by his man as Peavy will chase it down and come away with it. Peavy wraps it around the boards. Kyler Matthews couldn't get there. And this puck will be moved ahead. Port Huron over to Municello. Municello takes a long look. Waits, winds, fires, and it's kicked away by Passingham and into the netting. So another puck into the stands. 17:50 to go here in period number 2. As Elmira hasn't had a lot of offensive zone opportunities as of yet. Want to remind you, you can have your birthday party here at First Arena. Private ice rental is available, or you can coincide with our public skate schedule. Quite a package for just $199. Puck is moved back around as Port Huron trying to get something set up. Thrown towards the front. Passingham makes the save. Hits him right in the mask, but he took it off its moorings down there. But Passingham coming up big again. That's using your head, that's for sure. As the officials will fix the net down there to our left-hand side. Graham getting set to the right-hand side of Passingham. Graham takes a look. That one pushed ahead. Hussey couldn't come away with it. Now it's pushed up and moved along by Timofeyev. Pushed back and right back in the enforcer's zone where Martin plays it. Martin turning. Takes a look. Feeds it up to Brendan Hussey. Moves it to Timofeyev. Timofeyev off the boards. In for Hussey. Drops for Timofeyev. Timofeyev circles. Looking back, he finds Bryce Martin. Slapped across for Glenn Patterson. Patterson down low. Lets that one go as the puck continues to move around. Back. Looking for a lane. Bryce Martin manages to come up with a stop. Poked back to Timofeyev. Passed across. Shinkaruk in over the blue line, but just offside as Bryce Martin had jumped just a foot. So 17:06 to go here in period number 2. Want to thank everybody once again for tuning in on WETM2. Our broadcast proudly brought to you by Labatt Blue Light. Life is better with Labatt. As Johnny Ruiz gets set. Puck is down, moved back along and thrown into the zone. Port Huron quickly going to exit that puck, however, as going back for it, Carson Vance. Vance around the boards, finds Tucker. Tucker slaps it off the boards and out. As going back after it, Port Huron will pick it up behind their own net. Taking a long look was Parsons. Gets it ahead, and still trying to move it out was Moran. Moran has it into the offensive zone, throws it across. That puck will flitter off the boards. Shoved down low by Parsons. Going after it was Vance. He couldn't get there. Ruiz will slap it around for JT Walters. Walters gets it up to Jurich. Jurich looking, trying to feed Tucker, but it's chopped down there by Dalton Young. Picked up by Tucker and moved back along again. Into the zone, firing in rapid shot there up and over and into the netting as the enforcers will get a line change. So, a lot of interesting back and forth here through the first 3.5 in the second period of a 7-0 lead for the Elmira Enforcers. Peavy, Thompson. On the far side, I believe that's Gravel. Peavy wins the draw back, finds JT Walters, but Walters couldn't control. Walters taking his time, passes across to Carson Vance. Vance across for Gravel. Gravel ahead for Peavy. Peavy sidesteps a check, loses possession as he got caught up with that stick. Puck flitters ahead. Picking it up is Thompson. Thompson drops back for JT Walters. Walters fakes a shot, sends down to Thompson. Thompson behind the net, looking towards the slot, decides better of it, takes it himself and has that one go off a leg, and Dalton Young makes his way out. Young throws it towards Passingham, who just fires it off the boards, and a penalty upcoming. Penalty coming up for interference, and I believe the enforcers are going to go to the box for the first time. It's going to be JT Walters. So, first penalty kill, a Labatt Blue penalty kill. Labatt Blue reminding you not to get boxed by drinking responsibly. Life is better with Labatt. So, 15:50 on the board. Enforcers, tall order ahead of them as they need to kill this one. Puck is down, pushed back by Port Huron. Joe Pace throws it across, and again, Port Huron trying to get it set up down low. Thrown back to Pace at the point. Pace winds, fires, that one goes just wide. Now Gino Miniga chases it down. He flips it out of the zone, goes all the way down. Scott has that one deflect, and he wraps it around the backside of the net. Chasing after it, Alex Johnson. Johnson still with it, breaking over the blue line, has it pushed aside. Moved back down low and picked up. Bryce Martin throws it right through the slot. That was a dangerous one as Young throws it ahead. Once again, fluttered towards the enforcer's zone but picked off, and Shinkaruk will dump that into the Prowler zone. Blake Scott leaves it for his teammates with 1:15 to go in the man advantage. Dalton Young has it. Works it up over the red line. Over the blue line, poke checked away. Great play by Kyler Matthews, but Dalton Young manages to get it below the goal line. Port Huron trying to get it set up. Back to Young along the near side boards. Young, top of the circle, winding, firing, and it goes just wide. Right back in front and not able to bury. The Enforcers get lucky there. Puck moved along and out of the zone. Here comes Brendan Hussey with a little bit of speed. Hussey coming in short-handed, winding, firing over the top of the net. Hussey takes a rough ride into the boards after the fact, and now it's poke checked through by Johnson. Contrato goes to play. Contrato over the blue line, dumping it around. Passingham goes back. Passingham has it. Rolled up the boards. Played back. Patterson up. Timofeyev. Timofeyev can't get through his own man, and now miscommunication, and Port Huron's in offsides. Portillo could not quite make the blue line. So a little over 5.5 played. 14:15 left to go to be exact. 7-0 in favor of the Elmira Enforcers. 25 seconds away from killing their first penalty kill of the season. Still a lot of work to do, though. Again, this Port Huron team getting it together. As the puck is down, Shinkaruk wins it back. Bryce Martin has it. Martin fires it up the boards, goes all the way down, and Blake Scott will have to leave it for a teammate. Federley with possession. Takes a long look up the ice. Decides better and drop past himself as once again Gino Mini right into the action, back towards Federley. Flip towards the front of the net and a big leaping stop by Gino Mini. Gino Mini not a short player either, so JT Walters is out of the box. Enforcers back to 5-on-5. Back the other way comes Carter Shinkaruk. Drop pass for Timofeyev. Winds, fires another shot, and he couldn't get it to go. A Port Huron player is down, clutching at his face. As we'll see, he's up on his own power. That's Austin Federley. Federley and Timofeyev have a moment as Timofeyev comes over to check on him. Federley going towards the bench. We'll see if he requires the medical attention. He appears not to need it. Enforcers are going to get an offensive zone faceoff out of this. Still a 7-0 lead, 29 shots. So the Enforcers have not added much from their 26 total back in the first period. Faceoff comes to the right-hand side of Blake Scott. As Elmira gets set, Johnny Ruiz to take the draw, pushes it towards the sideboards, can't come up with it. It's thrown out this time by Port Huron, bounced off the body of Brandon Tucker as JT Walters sends it ahead. Ruiz chopped it forward, was looking for Jurich, couldn't get it to go as Port Huron turns it around the other side. Moving up and into the zone, Port Huron with possession, but it's picked off by Tyler Jurich. Jurich throws it ahead for Tucker. Tucker turning on the Blazers, moves himself forward into the offensive zone. That one hops up in the air, and again, Ruiz chasing it down. Ruiz drop pass, looking for Jurich. Jurich waits, looks back towards the point. Kept in there by Vance. Vance rolls it around back behind the net. Thrown out towards the front. Another shot goes just wide of the net. Beauty of a play by Tucker. Played back behind as Parsons tries to slow it down a little bit, as now Port Huron will deflect it out of the zone. Matt Graham on the chase. Matt Graham chasing down. He gets tied up with Carson Vance, who throws it around to JT Walters. Walters ahead to Jurich. Jurich takes a long look, flips it ahead. He's looking for Tucker. Tucker going to beat out the icing call. Will pick it up, but has no help down there. Jurich finally getting there, but by this time now he's already tied up back behind the net, was Tucker. Played back along. Port Huron throws it ahead. Played off by JT Walters, but again moved back. Here comes Port Huron 2-on-1, and they got that one broken up. Elmira with a big stop there as Gino Mini getting into it. Thrown ahead. Trying to play it up and unfortunately unable to do so is Peavy. Knocked off. Thrown towards Passingham, who just tried to flip it away. Dalton J throws it off the side of the net. And again, Port Huron denied. Thrown out of the zone. Going back to play one more time, Dalton Young. Young wraps it around the boards. Back over towards Federley. Federley looking. Drop pass up. Finds Kyler Matthews. Matthews throws it ahead. Trying to get some speed going is Gravel. He's not going to beat it out, but no icing on the play. Up towards Joe Pace. Knocked off. Gravel picks it up. Gravel towards the front shot, and it's still loose in front, and they can't get it to go. Joe Pace shoved the net off, and the Enforcers looking for a penalty on that one. Joe Pace Jr. plays his own brand, that's for sure. Ever the entertainer. Joe Pace always a great guy to talk to and get to know off the ice. So if you get the chance, stop on by, shake hands, get to know Joe. But the Enforcers would have liked something off of that one. As now Shinkuruk wins that one back. Played out here by Ahmed Mahfouz. Mahfouz will circle. Drop pass there for Timofeyev. Timofeyev knocks it down low to Shinkuruk. Shinkuruk down low for Mahfouz as they were just cycling down in the zone. As this puck will be hopped towards the blue line. Mahfouz shoves it back down low. Trying to connect, couldn't, as Port Huron finally does get it out. We're approaching the halfway point of the second period as Shinkuruk passes up for Mahfouz. Mahfouz kicks it ahead. Joe Pace Jr. chasing after it. Shinkuruk unable to hold it. Gino Mini will throw it towards the net, though, as that one was tipped by Timofeyev, just going wide. Portillo sends it ahead, and Port Huron will start back the other way, working their way into the zone. Another opportunity goes by the wayside for Leonard. Opportunities coming up again as Elmira works their way up 3-on-3, gets over the red line. They'll go for a line change as Tyler Jurich trying to chase that one down. Goes to Timofeyev in the corner. Timofeyev looks back towards the point. He finds the captain, Glenn Patterson, deflected and goes just wide. Johnny Ruiz looking for another opportunity. This one pushed ahead again as Leonard out and into the offensive zone. Leonard trying to get by, throws it back behind the net, and Bryce Martin trying to chase that one down, not having any luck as that puck will go back behind the net. Glenn Patterson with it, fires it up the sideboards to Tyler Jurich. Jurich all the way across for Tucker. Tucker gets it ahead, 3-on-2 for Elmira now, over to Jurich. What looks back behind, a kick save by Scott. That'll go back towards the blue line. Trying to get there is Tucker, he's shoved off, and in comes Port Huron. Another chance, fired, saved by Passingham. Huge stop on Joe Devaney. Devaney with a beauty of an opportunity here with 10:01 to go in period number 2. It's 33-14, the shots on goal, and Elmira still holding a commanding 7-0 lead as we eclipse the halfway point of this game. Tucker looking like he'll be heading off the ice. I don't know if that's going to be a equipment issue, but the medic just went down, so he'll have to be checked out. Brendan Hussey getting set to tear up the puck. Puck pushed out by Contrado. Port Huron tried to get it towards the front, but nobody else was there, as now it'll get moved out by Gravel. Gravel dumps it in. Gravel on the chase. Puck is wrapped around the boards. Hussey pokes at it, throws it down low for Gravel. Gravel working it along the far side boards. Right past the hash marks, he dumps it down for Everett Thompson, right in front of the net again, and the puck's still loose. Thompson gets his own rebound that time, throws it back behind the net, and Thompson still chasing it down right towards the front, and Hussey couldn't get the shot off. Worked back down. Port Huron trying to get it back in their offensive zone as Graham just throws it ahead. Picked off, moved up to Thompson. Thompson and Gravel heading into the zone. 2-on-3, not great odds, but Thompson now waits for teammates, and as they catch up, turnover on the attempted cross-crease pass. This one goes all the way down. They're going to call icing, and with 9:10 left to go in period number 2, the Enforcers will get an offensive zone faceoff. So the Mahfouz line will come back out. See if they start looking towards the goal mouth again. As Mahfouz, Timofeyev, having a good long conversation. They're trying to get Dalton J onto the ice. Not going to allow that to happen. As Port Huron has to go back towards the bench and bring back out Joe Devaney. So puck drop to the left-hand side of Scott. Puck is moved back behind. Timofeyev throws it towards the net. Mahfouz will pick up. Mahfouz drop pass looking for Timofeyev. A beauty of a play, just couldn't execute. As this one will be moved up, and once again, Port Huron enters the offensive zone just on sides as Troy Passingham leaves it back behind. Played back, Kyler Matthews behind his own net. As Austin Federley showing the pressure. That one thrown out. He was looking for Shinkuruk as that puck finally does get out of the zone, but right back onto a Port Huron stick. Dalton J moves it back behind. Joe Pace Jr. taking a long look, moved ahead, and back in comes Port Huron. Looking, winding, firing, saved by Troy Passingham. And that will bring us to the media timeout. So we will step aside for just about a minute, and we'll be back here on Mixlr.com.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
Elmira Enforcers Hockey, now back to John Clement.
All right, folks, and here we go. The second half of the second period about to get started here on Mixlr.com. And we once again want to thank Labatt Blue Light for sponsoring the television broadcast on WETM 2. Thank you so much to WETM and Labatt Blue Light, reminding you life is better with Labatt. Enforcers win the ensuing faceoff. Tyler Jurich with it. Flipped ahead. That puck will skitter out to center ice where it's picked up by Johnny Ruiz. He had a little bit more room than I thought, and that'll be picked up by Joe Pace. One did go off the linesman, so maybe a misjudgment by Ruiz, but again, Minnie has it, dumping it down and in as Joe Pace will go back to play. 8 minutes, 10 seconds left to go here in period number 2. The Enforcers still leading 7-0 as Dalton J hurries up. He gets there, throws it on net, passing him with the stop. Picked up by Hussey, moved out. He finds Jurich. Drop pass here for Ruiz. Ruiz over to Matthews. Matthews looking, firing glove, saved by Blake Scott. So another face-off coming in the offensive zone for the Elmira Enforcers. 7:52 remaining in period number 2. A 7-0 lead for Elmira. And again, I'm tempted to remind everyone of the Toronto-Ottawa game. You certainly don't want to get comfortable if you're Elmira. A lot of talent on Port Huron. Puck is back behind the net. Looking back, darting for the front of the net was Gravelli. Couldn't quite connect as Everett Thompson giving chase. Puck moved ahead. Thrown forward and dumped back out of the zone. Here comes Peavy. Peavy and Gravel, 2-on-0, looking, digging shot, and it goes off of the kick pad of Blake Scott. Tipped ahead by Port Huron on an attempted stretch pass as Patterson off the boards. Sent back. Picked up and moved along as a big hit there on Municello. Picked off by Peavy. Peavy throws it ahead. He was looking for Timofeyev and couldn't get it to go. Peavy's still chopping at it, trying to come away with it. Leonard decides to go back instead, move back to Portillo. And again, a little bit of miscommunication there as everybody just trying to get puck moved ahead. Mafus with it now. He waits, passes across, and just another missed opportunity. Thrown back towards the front of the net, all the way back to the point for Bryce Martin. Sent down low for Ahmed Mafus. Mafus trying to poke it through. Can't get it to go as this one will be exited out of the zone by Port Huron. Thrown up to Martin. Martin ahead to Mafus. The coach off the sideboards. Throws it across. Timofeyev right towards the front. A shot and a goal. I believe that'll be Bryce Martin's first hat trick of his career. And ladies and gentlemen, that is another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the food bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Bryce Martin. Thrown across in front, and Bryce Martin with the goal. Unfortunately, no fans means no hats. So that is his third. 2:14, he got one. 14:57, he got one. And now this one, as Bryce Martin, have yourself a night. Tyler Jurich throws it across. Carson Vance picks it up, dumps it over and in. As that puck goes all the way down, Tyler Jurich trying to chase it back. Puck moved back along, dropped down. Unfortunately, unable to play it was Brendan Hussey. The Port Huron Prowlers turned it around the other way. Scooped up as they had some trouble getting clogged up through the neutral zone. But again, Carson Vance right there, trying to push it back through. Vance does get it out. He and Ruiz managed to work it out together. Jurich with it. Jurich, drop back. Ruiz fires, and it's a save. So, a hat trick for Bryce Martin. As they just announced that here in-house, and you hear the woo. Good to hear that back. It feels like hockey season again. 6:02 remaining in period number 2, an 8-0 lead for the Elmira Enforcers. who have certainly moved to a more steadfast position as they aren't pushing quite as hard as they were to kick off the game as PV wins that one back to Gino Mini. Mini drops for Gravel. Gravel, top of the circle, looking, firing, and it's blockered away. Moved along for Kyler Matthews. Matthews drops it low, looking again. Circling is Gravel. Gravel dumps it back behind. He looks for PV. PV slaps it back around for Everett Thompson. Thompson looking, firing it towards the net, and that one's broken up. Moved back out the other way. Here comes Port Huron. Thrown ahead one more time as that one's moved back by Elmira. PV with the drop pass. He's got Gravel. Gravel looking, takes it to the slot. Couldn't get the pass off. Back to Kyler Matthews. Fired towards the net. Broken up, and Thompson couldn't get his stick on it. So back again comes Port Huron. Broken up by Gravel. Thrown across. Fed up. Looking for Thompson, who sends it ahead. Back the other way. Taken down over there, unfortunately, by his own skating, Shinkaruk, the former Elmira College product. 5 minutes to go here in period number 2. It's moved ahead for Timofeyev. Timofeyev, he's got Shinkaruk with him. Decides to take it himself. Timofeyev wrapping around the backside of the net. Throws it up top. Patterson fires, deflected, goes just wide. Ahmed Mahfouz throws it back behind for Martin. Martin throws it, deflected in front, and couldn't get it to go. Back to the top. Back down to Timo. Timo across, looking for Mahfouz. Mahfouz turning around along the near side boards. He takes a long look. Fires it across again. Another opportunity. This one for Patterson. Throwing it in front, and Mahfouz couldn't come away with it. Puck played out by Port Huron now after some zone possession time there for Elmira as Timofeyev takes a rough ride on that one. Dalton Young trying to throw it ahead. That one's deflected up and out of play with 4:24 left to go here in period number 2. So again, 4:24 remains and an 8-0 lead for Elmira as we inch closer and closer to period number 3. Shots on goal in favor of Elmira as well, 43-16. Again, we will see these Prowlers 10 more times after tonight, all for the Hilliard Cup. As this puck moved ahead, Tyler Jurich has it. Jurich fires it. That one hits the Duncan sign out there back behind the goal. Pretty good sized Duncan sign, but Tyler Jurich manages to put it through the uprights. Looking like he was auditioning for a kicker for the NFL franchises in the local area, maybe Buffalo. Showing he can hit that one quite perfectly. Johnny Ruiz takes the draw. That one's moved back along as, again, Port Huron gets possession. Brennan Hussey chasing it down. It's moved up and back out the other way as JT Walters will pick it off. An attempted pass there from Municello just could not connect. Ruiz enters the zone. He's got Carson Vance behind him. Threw back to him. Vance towards the net, and it goes just wide. That puck's going to wrap around to where JT Walters positioned, but couldn't touch it. That one would have been offsides. So Port Huron gets a free out one more time. Brennan Hussey throwing his body around. Picked up by JT Walters, who fakes a slap shot. And with 3:40 left to go, the Elmira Enforcers taking stock. Thrown ahead. Hussey couldn't quite reach as Port Huron tries to set up again. Knocked down by Carson Vance. Vance with possession. Breaks in the offensive zone. Winds, fires, and that one goes just wide. Puck is back behind the net. Dalton Young throws it around the boards. Looking up ice. Matt Graham was the intended target. He gets it ahead. And back the other way comes Port Huron. Troy passing him, just shoving that one aside. Puck worked around by Matt Graham. Thrown towards the front again. It's broken up by the Enforcers defense. Down to 3 minutes to go in an 8-0 lead for Elmira here in the second period. Wind up and fire as Dalton Young just buries that one into the zone. But Gino Mini, the only one down there to retrieve it. Played up by Kyler Matthews. He wraps it around the boards. Gino Mini deflects that one around, and out the other way, here comes Peavy. Peavy, who was our Feral Gas Friday recipient today. Working in as Thompson. Deeks shoots and can't get it to go. Thompson back behind the net. He finds Gravel. Gravel back to the point. Gino Mini fires in a glove save by Blake Scott. 2:34 to go here in period number 2. So Elmira having an interesting time. Somebody's opened the shooting gallery, as somebody commented on our Facebook page. I want to remind everybody, make sure you jump over to that Twitter page at Elmira Enforcers, #Duncan Seats, and tweet us a picture of your watch party. We want to see it live on Twitter, and we'll see if it gets on the board here in the second intermission. 2.5 to go. Enforcers chasing this puck down as Port Huron had possession, but Mahfouz comes up with it for a moment. deflects it, played a little bit high there by Timofeyev, and the Port Huron Prowlers were looking at that one questioningly. This puck was deflected out, and it looks like the faceoff will come. No, it's going to stay in the zone. They're going to say it was deflected out. So, faceoff to the right-hand side of Blake Scott. Shinkaruk, Timofeyev, Mafus up front. Martin and Patterson on the backside. Puck is down, back to the captain, Glenn Patterson. Patterson drop pass, he finds Timofeyev, tries to throw it towards the front, can't come away with it. Puck is worked back down low. Wrap back around is Shinkaruk trying to chase it. Shinkaruk takes a rough ride there, but again, he came away with the puck, and now it's on Port Huron's stick back out the other way. Thrown back ahead. In, firing, shot saved by Troy Passingham. Led around the boards. Mafus couldn't come away with it. Again, Port Huron playing a good stopgap there along the far side boards. Puck moved along. A little bit of a stumble there for Michael Moran. Thrown towards the front, Passingham with another shoulder save on Austin Federley. And the Enforcers keeping themselves in a good spot here, up 8-0. 1:41 left to go. 46-19, the shots on goal. Elmira, huge advantage, as Port Huron has had opportunities here in the second period. And again, you can't sleep on them, as that puck moved back through. JT Walters chases after it. Moved up the boards for Tyler Jurich. Jurich loses possession back towards the neutral zone. Passingham leaves his crease, and well, let's that one go by. As Walters wraps it around for Tyler Jurich. Jurich has possession. He looks. Passed across for Carson Vance. Over the red line and in, so no icing. As again, Johnny Ruiz trying to get there. Goes to Jurich instead. Jurich back behind the net. He pulls up. Still trying to work it along, but it's taken away from him. Back onto the stick of Jurich. Jurich towards the front. Deflected shot and a goal. Brendan Hussey as he buries that one. So Brendan Hussey scores another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the Food Bank of the Southern Tier. Congratulations, Brendan Hussey. 9-0 now. Here's the replay. Right towards the front, deflected up and off the back bar. Quite a play there for Brendan Hussey. As this puck flipped back by Port Huron towards the blue line, Gino Mini picks it off. Up the boards again. Thompson fires it across. He finds Gravel. Gravel in the slot, fires, goes just wide. Thompson chops at it. Throws around the boards, under a minute to go in a 9-0 second period. Thrown towards the front for Gravel. It wouldn't settle down. Gravel back to Gino Mini. Mini looking. Tries to fire it down for Thompson in the corner. Thompson wearing 27 instead of 28. We all believed he was wearing 28, so my apologies, fans. As a little bit of a hit from behind there. I think we're going to get a power play for Elmira that'll carry over in the third period, as that puck tipped in front, but again, I believe we're going to get a Enforcers power play with 26.1 seconds left to go. We'll wait to see who the call goes against, as some discussion here with Joe Pace. So who's the man going in the box? Looks like it's going to be number 25, Alex Johnson. Johnson going towards the wrong box, as he will be sent into the sin bin. And again, Elmira taking cues from Ahmed Mafus. Power play brought to you by Law Offices of Kevin P. Flynn reminds you that court is serious business. You're watching Enforcers Hockey on WETM2 as they start a power play. Back to Kyler Matthews. Matthews down to Gravel. Back to Matthews. Back down to Gravel towards the slot. Couldn't, as Peavy does break it up. Now Gravel has it. Gravel fires it across, deflected in front, and Gino Mini couldn't put it home. Mini back to the point. Finds Matthews, throws it down and deep into the zone, chasing after Gravel again. He does keep the zone momentarily. Now Peavy has it. Peavy back down. Gravel gets taken off, knocked down, and that'll do it for period number 2. So when we come back for the third, the Enforcers will have a minute 34 of power play time to go, as Elmira heads across and will head off the ice. So still a lot of time, 20 minutes left in this one, and the Enforcers going into the third period, a 9-0 lead. Elmira's got to be happy. You wonder how you're going to start a season and Well, this is definitely the way you would want to start it, as a lot of discussion here for Elmira as they will head for their locker room area. Port Huron doing the same. And we are going to head to break. So not too much scoring there in the second period for Elmira. They started the game with 7, adding just 2, including Bryce Martin's first ever hat-trick goal here as a member of the Elmira Enforcers. And Brendan Hussey adding his name to the score sheet as well. What a night for Elmira so far. And Troy Passingham has been very, very sharp back there in net as well. So we'll step aside. We'll be back here on the Mixler.com Intermission Report, brought to you by Marion Decker Insurance. Marion Decker Insurance. Don't forget to give her a call. Thank you so much to all of our amazing sponsors. And as I said, we'll be back here on the Mixler.com Intermission Report.
Everything you need when you need it most. Introducing the Toyota Venza with standard all-wheel drive. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, this is Marion Decker, and at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency LLC on Facebook, at the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract, because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance, no matter what time it is. He's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Another period in the books down here with defenseman Gino Mini. Gino, long off season finally comes to an end through 2 periods, and now we're looking at a long, hopefully long season going into late April. What did you guys do to get ready, especially in such a short time? The schedule just came out almost a week and a half ago now.
Well, first of all, I just can't express how excited we are as a team to get going here and have the fortunate opportunity to be able to play. But as a team, we've been getting, new guys every week. We finally got a team that we think is going to be able to compete and win a championship. And we've been practicing together. We've been working on systems every day. We've been hanging out outside of the rink, trying to bond together. So I think all that's going to make for a good recipe for some wins this year.
Well, that being said, you're going up against the Port Huron Prowlers tonight. You'll see them 11 times this season. No team will be in short supply this year. A lot of games against each one of the individuals competing. Have you guys looked at their systems? Are you guys more focused on your systems? What was the game plan coming into tonight?
I think we're pretty focused on our systems right now. It's going to be a little different going from playing a team that we played 4 times last year to, like you said, 11 times. But I'm sure, as those 11 games go on, we'll learn more and more about them, and we can adjust and adapt and things like that. And I'm sure Coach Foose will look at things like that, and same with Coach Paul.
Well, saying that, the new coach now going to be in the lineup as well. That's a different turn. Obviously, I think when you got here, Brent Clark may have played a game or 2, but having a coach who's regularly in the lineup and competing right alongside you, how does that change the mindset of a player?
You know, it's definitely weird. I've never had something like that, but Foose is, he's got nothing but respect from all the players. So whether he's in full gear or he's in a suit behind the bench, everybody's ready to listen to him. He's ready to hold people accountable. So I don't think it makes too much of a difference for us.
All right. Well, I want to ask you too. It's been a weird year. We've talked about longest off season ever, and then we go into brand new COVID protocols. Everybody's having to follow all these rules. Less than 48 hours ago, you guys were just tested in the locker room. How different is it, and how much does it play an impact on your guys' mindset going into game day, or does it?
I guess the biggest thing with the COVID protocols is obviously it's in place for us to be safe, but the bigger point of it is not having fans. So I guess that's a little different. But we did play that last game last year with no fans, and like I said in an interview earlier this year, I think it's just going to bring back memories from AAA and juniors for some guys. And Foose said yesterday in practice, we're going to make our own noise, we're going to make our own excitement. So we'll get excited about the games on our own. And it's unfortunate that the fans can't come in, but for now, COVID, we got to be safe and follow protocols to be able to play. So we're going to play at all costs.
Well, that being said, you also will have, obviously, the fans watching on the YouTube as usual, the fans now watching on WETM too. Right. This is going to be an opportunity for fans to keep interacting with the team. But how much of this is just getting back to regular, real life where, hey, it's Friday, it's game day?
It's pretty much the same for me. I wake up at the same time. I go to the same place to eat after morning skate. So it's not too different for me, but maybe some other guys are having a harder time adjusting, or maybe they're not. I honestly, I can't say. So it will be a first for me, because I played here for a long time last year, and it's always great hearing all the fans going nuts. But I'm sure it'll be a quick adjustment for us.
For sure. Now, last thing before I let you go. Again, Port Huron's going to be here 11 times. You're going to see a lot of Carolina. Columbus, not so much, but seeing teams so many times, innate rivalries obviously develop. How much of that carries over? I know Battle Creek was pretty invested in a rivalry with Port Huron early on. Obviously, we've had this rivalry with Carolina for 2 years now. So are those rivalries just going to flare up more, or what are you guys trying to work towards with just playing the game and keeping things going, or how do rivalries play into the impact?
Well, I think, rivalries are always going to be there. Obviously, Watertown's rivalry last year carried over to this season. And, like you said, when I was on Battle Creek, we had the rivalry with Port Huron, Battle of Michigan. And, here it's tough to say. Elmire's always going to have that rivalry with Carolina. And, I personally hate Carolina, and I think everybody in the locker room does. So I'm sure that will carry over. And, we just got to keep pushing along. We got to be passionate and play our game with an edge, but play hockey, and everybody's got to stay in the lineup, and we'll win some games here.
All right, well, best of luck to you. I'll let you get back to it. You're listening to the Mixler.com Intermission Report.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh. Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
It's another day in the Twin Tiers. And for most of us, it's just another day on the job. Taking care of our neighbors, helping out our coworkers, and making our community a better place for all of us. When you love what you do and really care about the people you serve, you do it well. It's not for the glory, some big award, or even a pat on the back. It's just knowing that we can count on each other. That's reward enough. Arnett Health. It's what we do.
It's Elmira Enforcers Hockey. Now back to John inside of the arena.
welcome back in. I'm John Clement, bringing you all the exciting action here tonight. And I'll tell you what, it got off with a bang this season. I'll tell you, the Enforcers coming out strong. 7 goals in the first period. Brandon Tucker, Bryce Martin, Carter Shinkarek, Johnny Ruiz, Brett Gravel, Bryce Martin, and Carter Shinkarek again before Bryce Martin finished off his hat trick in the second period, and Brendan Hussey found his way onto the score sheet as well. Quite a start for the Elmira Enforcers, and I'll tell you, you couldn't be any happier to see things start off this way. I just want to, once again, we're going to go up here on the big screen in just a second. As I wait for that to happen, I want to make sure I have all my reads correctly identified here. And of course, we want to thank all of our amazing sponsors and everybody checking in, as now once again, they're going to bring me live here in the arena, and I want to thank every single one of you for tuning in here tonight on WETM2, an absolutely historic night as the Elmira Enforcers continue to rack up the accolades. Our first night here on WETM2, our first night with a coach playing, and Ahmed Mahfouz has looked stellar as usual. And of course, we want to thank our amazing sponsors, and the broadcast tonight brought to you by one of those great sponsors, Labatt Blue, who reminds you life is better with Labatt. Through the first 2 periods, the Enforcers have looked like they haven't missed a step. They have won 10 in a row in games that count coming into tonight, and now they're looking like they should be adding another one to that with a 9-0 score. 20 minutes still to play, though. Anything can happen, and I got to tell you, Troy Passingham has looked pretty stellar so far, so the onus will certainly be on him to keep up that killer performance that we've seen so far. He hasn't faced a ton of rubber, but Port Huron is feisty, and you know they're going to get their opportunities. Elmira also looked to be a little bit too comfortable moving around the puck here in the later half of the second period. They got to keep up that killer edge and keep things going. Of course, those wonderful people at the food bank are definitely going to appreciate 9 goals, 9 pounds of coffee tonight here, folks. Let me hear it for the food bank as they are getting it as the Enforcers continue to ratchet up the goals, and we certainly hope we see a few more high-scoring affairs this season as Elmira, well, they certainly can use all the help they can get. And of course, we want to thank all of you fans tuning in here tonight, WETM2, YouTube, Mixler, any way you're tuning in. I appreciate it. All of our people here appreciate it. And we can't wait to have every single one of you back in one of these beautiful purple seats. They certainly are beautiful. We prefer to see them full. And hopefully that is coming before far too long. So, 11 months without hockey, 3 weeks away from the year mark, and now a chance to take the victory here tonight in Elmira's first arena. As the game continues to close down, we see the Duncan seats up there on the board with everybody watching their games, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate it. A winner will be chosen tomorrow, and we will get a chance to see who is the first winner of the $25 Duncan gift card. So thank you to everybody who tweeted in your pictures and showed us the Duncan seats here tonight. As, again, a good look at me as we take a look once again at those fans tuning in from home, watching on WETM2, watching on YouTube, and just a wonderful time here at First Arena. So thank you again, and thank you so much as Elmira getting ready for period number 3. As I always say, 20 miles, 20 smiles, nobody rides for free. So the Enforcers, they may be up by quite a few, but nothing is guaranteed until that final horn sounds. But before we do anything else, I want to thank once again all of our amazing sponsors: a chiropractic center, Arcus Chemung, Arcus Duben, Arnott Health, Benedict's Bus Service, Big Fox, Boulay, Buckley's Automotive, Bully Hill, C.C. Ellis & Sons, Charlotte Law Firm, Chemung Canal Trust Company, Chemung Supply, Community Foundation, Corel Brands, Crystal Cleaners, Dandy Mini Marts, Davis Ulmer, Dean's Construction, Deluxe Entertainment, Disaster Restoration Recovery, Dr. Dozak, Duncan, Elcor, Elm Chevy, Elmira Heat Treating, Employment Solutions, Fagan Engineers, Feral Gas, First Transit, Foster's, GLN Tax and Payroll, Hardin Jink, Hilliard, Holiday Inn, IBEW 1309, IBM, Ingersoll Rand, Jubilee Foods, Kennedy Valve, Law Offices of Kevin P. Flynn, McGuire Family of Dealerships, Marion Decker, Minchin DDS Family Dentistry, New Britain Roofing, New York National Guard, Nucor, Open MRI, Papa John's, Pepsi, Ryan's Distributing, Save-A-Lot, Seneca Beverage, ServPro, Sheddon's, Sherwin-Williams, Simmons Energy, Silverline Construction, Southern Tier Custom Fab, Suburban Propane, SUNY Corning, Swan Morris, Texas Roadhouse, Tom South Corning Collision, Tree Works, Vasco Brands, Visions FCU, Ward Manufacturing, Wegmans, Weiss Markets, WETM, Wilkins RV, Williams Auto Group, and the great people over at Ziff Law. Thank you so much. And once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in through both of tonight's Marion Decker intermission reports. Marion Decker Insurance covering what matters the most. We're going to step aside. When we come back, it's time for the third period of hockey. 20 miles, 20 smiles. Nobody rides for free.
And at the Decker Agency, we've got over 34 years experience in helping our clients get the best insurance coverage possible. We're local and we're trusted. We've built our business on the idea that customers should be treated like family. At the Decker Agency, we offer free quotes and consultations. Our clients can build their coverages to best suit their needs and budget. Please stop into our office at 416 East 14th Street in Elmira Heights or call us at 607-734-1100 to schedule your free consultation today. And like the Marion M. Decker Agency, LLC on Facebook. At the Decker Agency, we help you protect what matters most.
New extra charge hot and iced coffee from Dunkin' is made with 20% extra caffeine from green coffee extract because we could all use a little extra this year. Whether that's an extra boost, some extra boldness, or the drive to go the extra mile, we're extra ready for whatever comes our way and extra excited to take it on. Let's get it done with new extra charge hot or iced coffee from Dunkin' with 20% extra caffeine. And pair it with snackable stuffed bagel minis for an added all-day boost. Order ahead on the Dunkin' app. America runs on Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
So, what brings you and Greg to marriage counseling today?
Jake from State Farm. My husband calls him all the time. 2, 3 in the morning, it doesn't matter.
I see. Greg, is this true?
Yeah, Jake saves us tons on our insurance. No matter what time it is, he's always there.
Mm-hmm. And how much did he save you?
Hundreds.
Listen, can I call this Jake from State Farm?
You've got to be kidding me.
State Farm is there for you anytime, anywhere. Call 1-800-STATE-FARM or click today. Get to a better state. State Farm.
Give me a blue light lime.
Yeah. Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh. Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
It's Elmira Enforcers Hockey. Now back to John inside of the arena.
Hello and welcome back into the first arena as the team from Port Huron has taken the ice. Looks like Blake Scott will continue in the goaltender's crease. So he will play out this first game. No shift here for former enforcer Nick Nieder, as I'm assuming he will get the start tomorrow. As we look to the right-hand side, Troy Passingham, 20 minutes ahead of him as he tries to improve on his enforcer's record. And of course, the enforcers looking to keep things going in a positive direction. They have to be happy right now. 9-0, as again, Bryce Martin getting his first hat trick in his enforcer's career. As once again, take a long look down. Glenn Patterson having a discussion with the stats keepers down below. As again, minute 34 to go on the man advantage for Elmira. See if they can crack double digits as they look to keep moving along. They have had a heck of a game here tonight. They know they love to keep it going. And we want to remind you that we have a great thing going with Labatt Blue Light. This whole presentation brought to you by Labatt Blue Light. Life's better with Labatt. And the huge thank you to WETM2 for hosting 4 Enforcers games this season as the Enforcers take possession and start along. Kyler Matthews has it. Drop pass here for Blake Peavy. Peavy over the blue line. Dump pass along for Hussey. That one's kicked into the zone and offsides. Blake Peavy a little bit too much speed as he tried to break in. Minute 17 to go here in in the power play in period number 3. So, Elmira getting set to go again. Never going to be an easy one, but Port Huron just chucking that puck down. They're on the disadvantage here, so no icing call on that. 1:08 left to go here in the man advantage. Breaking up, Peavy throws it to Hussey. Hussey kicks it along, looked to throw it back to Matthews, but let it go too far. Hussey will retreat, go back to play. Don't forget the Enforcers still play 3 more games in the next 5 days, so going to be a long stretch here to kick off the season, and it is nice to begin the season at home. 6 straight games. As that puck dumped in, Joe Pace Jr. will wrap it around. Knocked down quickly by Brendan Hussey. Drop pass there, JT Walters. Walters looking back. Vance moves it down low for Hussey. Hussey back to the point for Vance. Vance fires, deflects off a leg of Blake Peavy, as that one knocked down again by Peavy. Hussey dumps it down. JT Walters chasing after it. 26 seconds remains in the man advantage. Back to Gino Mini. Pass across. Vance throws it towards the net, and Scott will jump on top of it. Had a little trouble covering that up, but does get it covered. 20 seconds remains, and we'll see who they put out here. Looks like it's going to be Vance, Thompson, Patterson, Gravel, and Martin. Puck is down, kicked back along, and once again, Port Huron takes possession and will just get it down the ice. Bryce Martin, who has 3 tonight already, trying to chop that out of the zone, but ties up Dalton J. This puck moved ahead down to the last 6 seconds of the power play. As unable to keep it was Patterson. That one has to come back to center ice. Now it's moved back to Glenn as that puck is moved back in. Gravel with it, taking his time. Really slowing things down as he gets it to Thompson. Thompson out towards the front. Patterson was tied up, and again, 3 Enforcers back behind the net this time. That one moved out by Gravel. Back to Thompson. Back to the point to Vance. Vance keeps, fires, and it's saved right in the breadbasket by Blake Scott. So, Elmira having their hands full, to say the least, as they will look, get things going around here again. Port Huron able to kill off that penalty, though, so a giant step for them as the penalty kill gets one done. Moved back along and thrown up by Port Huron, trying to get it outside the zone. They get it up to Dalton J along the near side. Move to Federley. Federley fire, save by Passingham. Right back to the point again. That one's broken up, thrown towards the net again. It bounces to the wide side, and Passingham comes up with it again. Port Huron trying to get something going, looking for a spark here. As it's picked off, Elmira has it. Johnny Ruiz sends it back behind the net. Taking a long look. Slowing it down, Matthews leaves it for Ruiz. Ruiz moving up the boards, right over the center ice logo. Dumps that one in after gaining the red line. No icing as Dalton Young goes back to play. Well, we're over 2 minutes through this one, as once again the puck sent all the way down. Passingham will play out for Carson Vance. Working towards the 3-minute mark, a 9-0 Enforcers lead. JT Walters taking his time. Looks up ice. Continues to play with the puck. Sends it out and gets it out. Shinkaruk moved that one along. Hussey sends it back for Walters. Walters dipsy-doodling around his own zone as Carson Vance wraps it back for Walters. Walters trying to skate with it. Municello comes away with it. That one deflected back towards the Port Huron defense. Parsons fires, blocked down again in front, and shoved away by Troy Passingham, using his size to his advantage there. Puck is moved back behind the net as Municello has it taken away from him. Trying to work it up the ice. Puck is flipped along as Shinkaruk couldn't get his stick on that one. Puck will be picked back up by Joe Pace, sent back out to Portillo. Cut off there by JT Walters. Walters ahead to Timofeyev. Timofeyev into the zone, has Peavy breaking towards the net, thrown up and in to the netting. That one just touches netting. It hung up there for a long time as the Enforcers break 50 shots. 16:20 to go here in period number 3. So 51-21, the shots on goal. Enforcers more than doubling. Peavy comes out to take the draw. Push back for Patterson. Patterson fires that one off a stick down low, working towards the front of the net. Wraps that one around. Patterson has it. Wrap back around again, picked off by Peavy. Peavy back to the point, finds Patterson. Patterson throws it towards the net, trying to look for the deflection, but Gravel couldn't get a stick on it. Moved back out the other way by Port Huron. Graham moves it ahead, flipped away from Devaney. Devaney was unable to get his stick on it, and now Peavy will just dump it in. Working it back towards the Elmira Enforcers offensive zone, but going for a line change, the rest of the Enforcers as everyone was just kind of looking around. Gravel, the lone man from his line, left out there. That puck will be slapped down into the Enforcers' end, where Passingham leaves it for Gino Mini. Mini moves it along, trying to move it up the sideboards. Kyler Matthews having a little bit of trouble. Puck moved back along again, right towards the front of the net. Contrato fires that one off of Gino Mini, as the puck yet again down below. Johnny Ruiz back behind his own net. Ruiz looks up the ice, flips that ahead. He was looking for Jurich. Jurich couldn't get his stick on it, and Port Huron going to get a change. Well, Dalton Young chases it down. Dalton Young out from behind his own goal, looks up the ice, flips that one ahead, looking for Federle. Federle poke check there by Gino Mini, but retains possession. Federle towards the front again, deflected away. A big stop by Kyler Matthews. Puck is pinned back behind. Matthews trying to work it around. Matthews throwing it. Johnny Ruiz will come away with it. Ahead, moved up by Jurich, but deflects off the linesman. A little bit of physicality there, not too much, as Tucker not normally known for throwing too much of a body. As this puck moves back to the blue line. Thrown back down in deep where Johnny Ruiz will go to play. Over 5 minutes gone here in a 9-0 lead for the Elmira Enforcers. Tucker deflects it in on Blake Scott, but Federle will quickly move the puck ahead. Unable to control it as Port Huron will go for a line change. Carson Vance wraps it up the boards. He finds Mafuz. Mafuz ahead. Finds his man. Working it in the zone. Shinkaruk fires and it goes just wide. Another opportunity as Timofeyev battling. Back to Timofeyev. Timofeyev deking around a man. Still has puck in front. Right in front shot and a goal. The first goal in Elmira Enforcers history by a coach is scored. Excuse me, not the first goal by a coach, but the first goal by the head coach, who is also a player. Brent Clark did have a couple, so you'll have to excuse me for my quick outburst. Oh, no goal horn on that one. So congratulations to Ahmed Mafous, who puts home another one. There goes the goal horn. Another pound of Dunkin' coffee for the food bank of the Southern Tier. As the Enforcers come back to center ice circle, as they're going to get a quick change for the head coach. Move back along and straight up the ice. That one deflected right in towards the net. Played off by the netminder Blake Scott, but since it was played with a high stick, it will take the faceoff inside the zone. So with 13:48 to go, it's a 10-0 deficit. Elmira has a big old lead here as the head coach gets on the score sheet. Puck is down, picked back up and moved around as Port Huron trying to get it in the offensive zone. They're looking for some kind of positive to take out of today. Of course, the first time many of these guys have skated together. Winding, firing over the top of the net. Dalton Young with a killer shot as Municello picks it up. Sends it back to Joe Pace Jr. at the point. Sends that one wide. Bryce Martin going back to play. He has it taken away from him as Portillo having some trouble. Throws it towards Passingham. Passingham with the initial stop, but again a rebound opportunity. So got to tighten that up a little bit here. Thrown back, Joe Pace Jr. has it. Throws it towards the middle. Knocked down by Bryce Martin and thrown ahead again. Played up by Pace. As that puck did squirt into the neutral zone, so could have been a hand pass if an Enforcer was the first one to touch it. And now back the other way comes Shinkaruk. Shinkaruk into the offensive zone, but just behind Brendan Hussey. So with 12:54 to go, the Enforcers' 10-0 lead appears to be sound at the moment. See if they can keep up the offensive zone pressure. Face-off just in front of me here as that puck dropped down. Kyler Matthews has it. Matthews fires it ahead, deflected there by Everett Thompson. Playing it back behind, it's wrapped around by Port Huron as they try to set something up. Poke check through and able to get it out to Contrato. Port Huron got stopped up there for a second. Blocker save there by Passingham on the rip from Contrato. Moving ahead, here comes Gravel. Gravel over the blue line, looking towards the front. He had Peavy, can't get it to him. That puck deflected into the corner. Still chasing it around. That puck fired back behind the net right near the Bully Hill Vineyard sign directly behind the goal. Again, Port Huron trying to get set up down in their own zone as the puck is flipped back up the far side boards. Picked off and going back to play is Peavy. Peavy throws it in the zone, but Port Huron will retreat and go back to play. Thrown ahead, Contrato with it. Poke checked away by Kyler Matthews. Dump back along for Ruiz. Played ahead, and here comes Tucker. Throws it up He was looking to connect with Jurich, could not quite make the pass as he was going down flat on his stomach. As once again, Port Huron looking to set it up. Moving up on the far side boards to Federley. Federley fires down on passing him, but just turns it aside in the corner. Dalton J lets that one go. It's wrapped right back around to him by Federley. And again back behind the net, Port Huron trying to set it up. Looking shot, saved by passing him. Another shot over the top and into the netting. Big stop there and a nice play by Johnny Ruiz. Passingham even has to come out of his net and give taps for that one. Excellent opportunity for Michael Moran. Johnny Ruiz has certainly been something to watch here tonight. He's gotten opportunities to play, and he is certainly making the most of them. So the face-off will be to the right-hand side of Passingham. That one won back by Elmira. Vance wraps it around the boards. He's got Timofeyev. Timofeyev taking a look. He's got Brendan Hussey with him. And in late comes Shinkaruk. Thrown across. Carson Vance will pick up. Carson Vance working down low. Vans on his shot. Throws it towards the front of the net, but can't get a rebound as we're down towards 9 minutes gone in this third period of play. So the 20 miles mark getting significantly smaller. That one going to be an icing as JT Walters beats that one out. As the Enforcers get an offensive zone faceoff, 54 shots to 25 right now. Still more than doubling up Port Huron. Faceoff will come to the left-hand side of Blake Scott. Again, you have to assume Nick Niedert will see some time tomorrow. As puck is down. One out, but all the way back comes Port Huron making their tracks, but it's picked off at the blue line after a little bit of a bobble by Michael Moran. Puck moved ahead for Timofeyev. Timofeyev touched it, so no icing, as Dalton Young avoids the check by Brendan Hussey, and Young starts back out the other way. A lot of red jerseys coming back towards the Enforcers zone. Portillo has it. Fire save by Passingham. Loose in front, up and over the top of the net, as Passingham gets lucky on that one. Move back out the other way. Passingham, a big body. Not going to be ever easy to get one by him, but Port Huron almost did right there. This puck thrown back out to center ice, and the Enforcers will get a line change as we approach the halfway point of the third period. Portillo with possession. Fires it around the boards. Passingham lets that one go. Bryce Martin chasing after it. Moves it up the boards. No Enforcer in sight. Fired, and that one goes up and over the top of the net. Picked back up and moved along by the captain, Glenn Patterson. Timofeyev trying to move it along. Timofeyev, the one-time Port Huron Prowler, back a couple seasons ago. Puck rolled back down by Port Huron. Off the stick of Peavy, and Portillo will get it up. Portillo moves it along to Leonard. Leonard drop pass back down for Portillo. Back to Joe Pace. Pace up to Leonard. Tipped off there by Gino Mini. Right back onto Leonard's stick. 2-on-1 if Port Huron hurries. Looking, firing, glove save, Troy Passingham. That will take us to the media timeout, so we will step aside for about 60 seconds. We'll be back here on Mixlr.com.
Blue light lime.
Yeah! Grapefruit.
Blood orange, blueberry.
Got it.
Oh! Oh! Barry, you son of a bass. We've been through this. No thumbs. Just yanking your hook. Oh, good. When you're at the lake, you drink Labatt. That's lake law.
You're listening to the Elmira Enforcers on Mixlr. We join John Clement in the arena.
Hello and welcome in back as the media timeout coming to an end. We take a long look around as Ahmed Mahfouz is looking very passionate down on that bench. We haven't seen a lot of him, but he does have a goal here tonight with 9:34 left to go. So, I don't know. It's been a heck of a game so far. Ahmed Mahfouz should be a fairly happy coach right now. As we take a look down, we'll see what Elmira does here. Peavy wins the draw. Kyler Matthews wraps it around the boards, looking for Thompson. Instead, it gets up to Gravel. Gravel breaking in one-on-one, has Thompson with him. Gravel slows up, puts it back towards the slot, can't get it over. Peavy was there, but the puck will be sent all the way back down. No icing as Gino Mini slowed up a little bit. We move to the 9-minute mark of the third period. This puck thrown ahead. Everett Thompson has possession. Thompson over the blue line, looking, decides to take it himself, slows up along the far side board, send it back behind the net. He finds Gravel. Gravel pinned to the boards once again, as that one will be picked up, moved along by Thompson. Moves back towards the point for Kyler Matthews. Matthews rolls it around, sent back down, and Gravel lets that one go as Peavy now chases it. Peavy back behind for Gravel. Gravel back behind the net. Got tied up with Matt Graham there a little bit as he dumps the puck back. Peavy shoved off hard by Joe Pace Jr. as now back the other way comes Port Huron. Port Huron working back the other way. Drop pass. Contrato has it. Fires. Kick save by Passingham. Right back to the slot. Broken up by the defense. Big stop by Gravel. As now here comes Tyler Jurich. Jurich dumps the puck in. Trying to get there. Has some trouble but does come away with the puck. Jurich wrapping around. Sends it back to the point for Carson Vance. Vance fakes the shot. Now dumps back in along for Tyler Jurich. That one deflected around back behind. Playing it back. Still getting tied up is Tucker, as he cannot seem to get loose tonight, as Sean Leonard was down there battling with him. Puck back onto the stick of Joe Pace. Moved ahead. Here comes Port Huron, trying to get it into the offensive zone. Federley will dump it in. Passingham plays, moves it around, but again, immediate pressure from Port Huron. They're starting to find their skates, that's for sure. Moved ahead. Jurich throws it up for Tucker. Tucker one-on-one with Joe Pace. Tries to sidestep Pace, does, but couldn't get the puck to go with him, as now Hussey loses possession. It'll be moved back along, and Steven Leonard trying to get it back towards the offensive zone. Down to the last 7.5 here in tonight's contest. Puck moved back along and working their way towards the front of the net. Firing, whiffing on it, though, as that puck comes free, and Michael Moran had an excellent opportunity, but just couldn't get it to go. Moved ahead, Shinkaruk kept Hussey onside. Shinkaruk chases it into the corner, tries to move it along. Puck is played down. 7 minutes to go here in period number 3. Hussey towards the front. Timofeyev with a shot and a save by Blake Scott. So we're getting down towards it here. 7 minutes to go in period number 3. A 10-0 deficit. As again, just a heck of a night. Puck dropped. The Enforcers throw it towards the net. Kick save there by Blake Scott. Puck is back out the other way. Here comes Municello. Municello in. A penalty upcoming. This one's going to go against the Enforcers. And touched up. There's going to be a hooking call, as Elmira will spend the next 2 minutes looking to kill this one. So 6:49 to go. As going to the box to step on Timofeyev. Timofeyev with a smile on his face, so having a little trouble getting in the box. Now he's got it. As we look at the upcoming home schedule, Saturday, February 20th, that's tomorrow night. Tuesday and Wednesday against Columbus. And it'll be an interesting one, to say the least. As that one won back, Kyler Matthews wraps it around, gets it up, and chopped it out, did Everett Thompson. So, trying to get something started. Port Huron yet again, as we'll address the penalty kill here in a second. Dalton Young throws it across, looking for a lane, winding, firing, goes just wide. And another opportunity, this time Joe Devaney with it along the sideboards. Joe Devaney looking, passes down low. Another opportunity, back to Devaney, winds, fires over the top of the net. Rolls around, stopping at the blue line. So Port Huron getting some power play work in here. Kyler Matthews taking a long look. Lets the puck go back to Dalton Young. Worked along the sideboards by Contrato. Moved down low, Devaney couldn't handle the pass. Gino Mini picks it up and he will fire it 200 feet. So a minute 14 left to go on the man advantage for Port Huron. Dalton Young has possession, takes a look, working it along, shoving it towards the net, and Passingham made the stop. This one goes up the boards. Jay keeps it in the zone, again towards the back. Federley back to Jay. Jay has some trouble with it, picked off here by Hussey. Hussey throws it towards the blue line, but not out, as again able to keep it was Port Huron. Dumps off Dawn, beautiful stop there by Vance, but it kicks in towards Passingham, and that one rode the goal line rail. Back to Federley. Down to 35 seconds to go. Passed across, looking, stop, and Passingham comes up again. Another opportunity thrown 200 feet down the ice, and the penalty kill so far for the Enforcers looking good. Want to remind you once again, the penalty kill tonight brought to you by Labatt Blue Penalty Kill. Labatt Blue reminding you not to get boxed by drinking responsibly. Life is better with Labatt. Picking it up, dumping it back in was Tucker, and there's 10 seconds to go on the man advantage. Port Huron had some excellent opportunities here early, just unable to get anything done as the power play progressed. So that'll do it on the man advantage. Federley has it, fires, save, and it's worked aside. Good job by Glenn Patterson. Dalton J has that one fired and up and into the netting. As once again, 4:41 left to go. Elmira, a 10-0 lead, and they're having themselves a heck of a night. Elmira's got to be happy as they take a long look down. There's Glenn Patterson, a good shot of his back. I'd love to see the front of that jersey, Glenn. Got a nice new C on the front. Puck is one back. Glenn Patterson picks it up, rolls it around to Bryce Martin, who has 3 goals here tonight. Martin taking his time, wraps it around for Glenn Patterson again. Moves it ahead. Tucker has possession. 4.5 to go. Dump back in, and again on the chase. Tyler Jurich was in on that one. Puck moved ahead. Dumped into the zone and going back to play it. Matthews off the Stephen Leonard dump. That one gets to the blue line end out. Still 4:10 left to go here in period number 3. Puck moved ahead by Tucker. Tucker has it. He's got Jurich. Drop pass for Jurich. Jurich winds, fires. That one deflects off a foot. Jurich has it again. Shot off the post. Tyler Jurich with a beauty of an opportunity as this puck will be sent back to center ice. Played out here by Kyler Matthews. Less than 4 minutes to go in the season opener. As a long look for Kyler Matthews. He fakes a pass. Contrato didn't buy it and chased after the backside of the net. Gino Mini with it. Mini has that one dumped in by Thompson. Blake Scott leaves it back behind the net, rolls it up the boards. Played back by Peavy. Peavy trying to throw it around down there. Still battling. Move back along. Right back behind for Thompson. Thompson pins it to the boards. Trying to kick it loose. Can't come away with it. Port Huron going to have it, and with 3:20 to go, they're still looking for their first goal of the season. Puck is flipped up high in the air, and again a big hit there by Kyler Matthews. Picked off and rolled around by Gino Mini, right to Matt Graham. Graham throws it towards the net, covered up by Passingham with 3:07 to go. So, here comes the Diamond Collision of the game. Want to thank Diamond Collision for their support this season. Ooh, and that was a rough one there as the Port Huron Prowlers collided together. Municello took it hard from his own teammate. 3:07 remains as the Enforcers looking to ice off this first game of the season. Brendan Hussey trying to get there. He gets taken down, and again the puck is loose in the neutral zone. Pushed ahead by Hussey. Hussey still battling right in front of his bench. He gets that one down, and this will be icing as Joe Pace Jr. goes to play. So icing all the way back down in the Enforcers zone with 2 minutes, 51 seconds to go. Enforcers still out shooting Port Huron by 23, 56-33. The shots on goal right now. As Elmira came out hard in the first period. 7 goals to start off this 2021 season. As puck is dropped, move back along, JT Walters moves it along, and again, Vance flips it up, and to Timofeyev. Timofeyev just can't catch up with it, as Blake Scott will let that one go. Puck moved back along by Port Huron, back to the blue line, and now Federley picks it up. Federley sidesteps the check from Carson Vance, thrown towards the front and broken up again. Elmira Enforcers defense is not lacking here tonight. Worked around by Vance. Vance into the offensive zone. Looking, fires off the side of the net. Puck coming back the other way. Here comes Port Huron. Once again, Michael Moran fires up and too high. That one's going to hit the netting. With 2:14 to go, Elmira, I believe they'll bring that faceoff outside the zone. No, they're going to keep it in. They're going to say Elmira tipped that one out. So, faceoff to the right-hand side of Troy Passingham. 2 minutes, 14 seconds remain in period number 3. The Enforcers want to keep that clock rolling. get on out of here as Municello moves it back to his defense. Fires towards the net, deflected, and goes just wide. Another opportunity for Port Huron. They're still looking to put up a crooked number. Back to the point. Dalton Young has it. Still looking. Battling is Dalton Young. He trips up Glenn Patterson. That puck will be rolled around. Chasing after it now is Bryce Martin. Martin has a hat trick here tonight as that puck is flipped back out towards center ice. Under 2 minutes to go. Brandon Tucker right on Dalton Young's tail. Young wraps it back to Portillo. Portillo takes a long look. Moves it ahead. Again, throwing it down into the zone. Gino Mini just stands there and catches it like a second baseman. Reminder, Pioneer season tickets are on sale now. Prowlers go back to play. Minute 27 left to go here in the first game of the 2021 regular season as Tucker has possession. He moves it in the offensive zone, throws it towards Scott, and Scott makes the save. No one around, so the referee's going to urge him to keep playing. Down to 70 seconds to go in this one. 10-0 lead for the Elmira Enforcers. Moving back. In with it comes Port Huron. Chopped away. Great play by the defense. Thrown back into the corner, and Port Huron will go trying to set this up. Thrown towards the net. Passingham with a save. Still keeping it down. Municello back behind the net. Pinned there by Gino Mini. Puck is rolled along as again they battle. Puck rolled up. Everett Thompson goes to pick up. 45 seconds remains. Thompson cutting through. Still has it. Thompson tries to get by and can't. Thompson rolls it around back behind the net, where it'll be picked up very, very quickly by Leonard. That one bounces way up in the air and nobody knew where it was. Lands back on Leonard's stick. Leonard ahead. Dumped in by Contrado. Passingham goes back to play. 25 seconds to go. Picking it up is Gino Mini. Thrown back ahead and moved along. Here comes the Enforcers. Peavy hurrying up. He's got 16 seconds remaining in this one. Throws towards the front. Deflects up in the air. Bounces back behind the net. And Elmira looking for another opportunity. Down to 7 seconds remaining. Puck is loose. Back with it. Rolls all the way down, and that will do it as the Elmira Enforcers get themselves the first win of 2021 and extend a consecutive streak to 11 in a row. What a play by Elmira here the first few minutes of the game. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in here on WETM2. We will have the 3 stars of the game here momentarily. Don't know if the guys are skit-having guys this year or not. Make sure you keep it here, and we'll see what the guys do after the game. We'll have another broadcast tomorrow night on YouTube and on Mixlr.com, so make sure to tune in for that as these two teams meet again. So we will have the 3 stars of the game, as you just heard from my buddy Steve Ovens overhead. Federley hugging Team of AF, Dalton J. Again, those guys played together not too long ago. Troy Passingham, his first shutout of 2021. Congratulations to him. As now again, we'll get some audio in here so you guys can hear. As here we go, the celebration kicks off as it always does. Circling up, and Elmira celebrating a victory 10-0 over the Port Huron Prowlers. Of course, there will be another game tomorrow, as we said. As now head coach Ahmed Mahfouz heads towards the exit as he makes the run. And he will go to the locker room first. I'm sure you know that the 3 stars of the game presented to you by Weiss Markets coming up here in just a moment. I don't know, again, if we're going to get a skit. We'll have to wait and see as they're trying to, I believe, get the 3 stars of the game together. As Joe Pay is having himself a fun time down here on the left-hand side. As Troy Passingham heading off the ice, celebrating his first shutout and his first victory of 2021. And what a celebration it is. As now, only seeing 3 guys down there, so I don't think we'll see the traditional skit. But again, want to thank WETM2 for bringing you guys all the action. Want to thank our great sponsors at Labatt Blue. Life is better with Labatt. As now Glenn Patterson heads for the tunnel. So here's tonight's 3 stars of the game.
Tonight with 2 goals, number 14, Carter Shinkarek.
So Carter Shinkarek gets 3rd star of the game.
Your second star of the game, scoring the hat trick tonight, number 55, Bryce Martin. And your Weiss Market's first star of the game, getting the shutout tonight, number 31, Troy Passingham.
All right, so there you have it. Troy Passingham, the first star of the game. It does not look like we're going to get a skid. So, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank WETM2 for allowing us this great presentation. We can't wait to do it again. I'm John Clement. I want to thank every one of you guys for tuning in. It's a 10-0 victory for Elmira, and what a way to kick off 2021. Thank you so much. I'm John Clement. Good night, Elmira.